loss deep in the backfield, brought down by Chris Scott. And it'll set up second down and very long for the Lakers offense, looking at second down and 13 or maybe 14.
Yeah, set Ford in motion on that one and went directly to him, but Waynesville ready for it. They adjusted appropriately.
Second down, connecting Durnin to Durnin out across the 40-yard line. You heard Carson mention that in our Poly Live Vote with Player Spotlight earlier tonight. Loves hearing that Durnin to Durnin connection, and we get to see it right there. Sets up third down and 4.
Right back on the line.
Moving with a tempo, moving with a fast pace here to start this football game. Your Smith and Gustafson Law Firm 0-0. It's the first offensive possession of the ball game for the Lakers, and Cade was able to draw Waynesville off sides, a top deck penalty that should put the Lakers, it does indeed, a butcher shop first down, their first butcher shop first down of the night.
Yeah, you got flags coming in from both sides, both referees on each sideline there, so pretty obvious what had happened.
Insider Kenny Carroll Excavating Broadcast Booth. Great to have you here tonight as Cade Durnin wants to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep down the numbers, and he connects to Carson Durnin. Carson is going to take it to the house, 53 yards. Durnin to Durnin. It's a Laker touchdown with 8:30 to go in the first.
And what a strike. It was just simple pitch and catch, and there was nobody going to catch Durnin after that one. He hustles down to the end zone, put 6 points on the board here with 8 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Lakers take an early lead.
Love to see the Lakers going vertical there, fellas. Big play, connecting in stride, and the Lakers have the lead, much like they did last week. They led it 14-0 last week before things came undone late in the first half. We'll get a top deck penalty flag here before Willard DeMott can put a boot in the one. Should mention, not sure how many times I've mentioned it this year, Carson Durnin's the long snapper, Luke, snapping it to Cade Durnin, kicking Willard DeMott.
Yeah, they've had that operation going for a couple years. Of course, last year, Cam Durnin, their older brother, was the kicker, so it was Durnin to Durnin to Durnin every time you kicked an extra point or a field goal. But Carson and Cade certainly kind of have that part of the operation down. They've been doing it for a couple years, and they've been doing it in the backyard for a lot longer than that, from what I understand.
No harm, no foul after that. Penalty, more just like a stoppage, because now the ball is up and it's good. Kick is good by Willard DeMott. Your Smith and Gustafson score. Camdenton 7, Waynesville nothing. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Poly the Boatlifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
High Brothers Lumber and Millwork is proud to be a locally owned business, supporting our local communities and employing local people. For lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, floor covering, kitchen cabinets, Valspar paint, and an extensive selection of windows and doors, stop by and let High Brothers help you. Meet the professional team at High Brothers Lumber and Millwork, South Highway 5, Camdenton, highbrotherslumber.com. High Brothers Lumber and Millwork, proud to support high school athletics and broadcasts. Go Lakers!
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating Broadcast booth. Durnin to Durnin on a 53-yard strike has the Lakers up 7-0 as we get ready for a First State Bank Mortgage Team Last and kickoff. Visit yourlakeloan.com, located on Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call 573-746-7211. And a kick from Willard on the way. He's going to angle it here to the near sideline. Hits at the 11, and it will go out of bounds. It will produce a top deck penalty flag. I want to check in with Jace down there on the sidelines. His updates are brought to you by Lensmart Optical, of course, HMI Fireplace Shop. Jace, quick drive like that, and it's a scoring drive for the Lakers there a moment ago to get them on the board. What have you seen down there in the brief first few minutes of this ball game?
Well, Waynesville just really lined up and man across the board there, and if you're going to do that all night, it's going to be tough to keep those vertical routes and Camdenton stops. There's no help over the top. Durnin made a quick little move there and was free, and it was peace out after that. So we'll see if they make any adjustments defensively, if they're going to have to. Offensively, Waynesville is going to try to throw a whole book at them tonight. They have a good running back. We'll see how much they can feed him and see if Camdenton can keep him in check.
Thank you, Jace. And we heard Parr talk about it in pregame, that Waynesville will give you zone looks, they'll give you man looks. And so far, Camdenton has beaten Waynesville in their man. And Jace said it, Luke, if you're going to play Camdenton man-to-man with this offense, pretty difficult to do.
Yeah, and I think that's a big play for Cade Durning to rebound from last week, to get that play. He had some rough looks last week, and I think that one's just good to build his confidence and keep him going.
This time Castro takes the direct snap. He throws it out in the flat, and the Lakers swarm the receiver. Sterling Cedarwall, Spencer Mellencamp there on the catch by Rashad Joshua. It brings up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Joshua, as mentioned in the pregame, 5'6", 130 pounds. But it looks like he's got some moves, some quick feet. The Lakers able to converge on him in a hurry.
You hear that chant for the Purple Haze defense here, looking for an Oak Star bank play to bank on 3rd down and 10. Feeling pressure from DeMont, incomplete as Castro threw it way sooner than he wanted to. Incomplete, Edson in on the coverage, looking for Joshua, brings up 4th down.
Another quick little, basically 3 and out here for the Purple Haze defense. Like to hear the crowd get that cheer going. You always like it when the crowd is actually acting as the cheerleaders leading those cheers.
Yeah, very cool. This Laker crowd, they have filled up the stands here tonight. I love it when we get to see a rivalry game like we do tonight, and the punt is a good one. It takes a nice Waynesville roll down inside the 20-yard line, and after the roll, it's going to wind up being about a 45-yard punt, but it is a quiet side, quick shot, change of possession as the Lakers will get the football back. And I want to tell everybody, if you're listening to us tonight on 93.5 Rocks the Lake, you can also watch us on KRMS TV 32.11. And what I want you to do is go to our YouTube channel, KRMS TV. Just search KRMS TV, subscribe to the channel, and like tonight's video. And folks, if you do that, if you get the subscriptions up, if you get the likes up, we get to do more cool, fun stuff. But you got to do that. Got to show us some love on there. And trust me, there are big plans for many big things on the way. Weekly shows, maybe other sports, who knows? But you got to find us there on YouTube TV. Not YouTube TV. It's not Sunday Tickets. Just YouTube, and find our KRMS TV YouTube channel.
Yeah, great.
That's what I'm looking to say.
Had great success with Laker baseball this spring.
Sure did.
Thanks
You
to
did a
the
great
support of
job.
our sponsors and all the folks to make that happen. And we're looking to expand the KRMS sports department going forward and bring you more Laker sports.
1st and 10 for the Lakers at their own 20-yard line as Durnin will fire complete in stride to Blake Ford. Shed one tackler, but brought down pretty quick out across the 23-yard line. Got a couple. We'll bring up 2nd down.
And more of a zone look, and Camdenton takes advantage by a hit to underneath route and picking up good yardage.
On 2nd and 7, again swinging it in the flat on the alternate side of the field. This time will hook up with his big wide receiver, number 88. He's made some plays so far this year. It's Braden Shepard. He made a big play on defense last week for the Lakers.
Yeah, he really impressed in the Jamboree and has a good couple games to start out the season here. He's going to be a weapon for this team, kind of uncovered this season.
1st and 10. Durnin wants a design rollout. The ball is tipped, incomplete. Dangerous throw right there. In 2 or 3 Waynesville Tigers were around that football. Lakers, though, maintain possession at 2nd and 10.
Well, it hit Edson in the hands. I mean, it was a good pass by Durnin, and like I said, Durnin just had last week. I felt like he just wasn't seeing the field the way he wanted to, and it led to some indecision. I like the fact that he's early in this ball game. What a move by Edson. They had it bottled up. He backtracks, loop-de-loops, and picks up a first down. Loop, Brendan.
And Kyle's made some big plays for this football team as well, and it's an early nominee for Anna Marie Hopkins' smarter move of the game. Call Anna Marie at 573-544-3587. This time it's Mitchell Seeks out into the open space, brings it inside the 35-yard line. That's a nominee as well for an Anna Marie Hopkins Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark Realty. Smarter move of the game.
It was a smart move to just pressure the outside and use his speed to really put the pressure on Waynesville's defense to the outside before he turned the corner. He waited until the defense, until he had that angle he needed to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10. Durnan rolling again to his right and trying to find Edson through behind him a little bit on that design rollout. Incomplete. In on the coverage there for Waynesville was Dalen Registi. It will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Registi's listed as a 5'9", 175-pound linebacker, but out in coverage on one of the speedy wide receivers for the Lakers. Just could not connect there. But again, I just feel like Durnan is a little bit more confident tonight, a little bit more decisive in his throws.
Motioning into the backfield is Ford on 2nd and 10. He gets the ball, running off left tackle, lowers his shoulder, taking a tackler with him down to the 25-yard line. Much more manageable 3rd down on the way here for the Lakers on offense.
Yeah, he took number 7, Chris Scott, the linebacker for the Tigers, for a little ride there.
3rd down and a long 5. Nose of the football on the 25-yard line. Lakers up 7-0. 5:10 to go in this first quarter. New Spring Wellness Center time check. Out of the gun and a little jump there by the Waynesville defense, and it will induce a penalty flag, a top deck penalty flag here. And it's another offsides on the Waynesville defense, a +5 for the Camdenton offense. And just curious where this will put the football. Yeah, it's right in the nose of the football, on the line to gain. It's another butcher shop 1st down for Camdenton.
I think that's going to be a weapon for Cade this year.
Starting to turn out that way.
You know, and like I said, we'll talk about it more after this play.
On 1st and 10, operating from the left hash. Cade takes the drop. Deep throw, incomplete. Flags are flying everywhere.
Yeah, it looks like the Lakers got a little early start on that one. They're going to get a procedure call, be 1st and 10. But that notwithstanding, Cade's using his voice. Like I said, you pick up those extra 5 yards. That's part of it. That's a good thing. But what it does, it also slows down the rush, puts that hesitation in the mind of the defenders who are trying to rush the quarterback. Is he going to snap it on 1? Is he going to snap it on 2? I don't want to get offsides, especially when you come to the sideline and the coach gets in your face and tells you that you messed up. It's going to make you a little bit more nervous that next time you're trying to rush that quarterback.
It's another top deck penalty. Liked Cade's reaction time, though, on that last drop back. Fired it quickly towards the end zone. This time, again, fires it quick on the slant. Down back to the original line of scrimmage. Got some of that penalty yardage back to Owen Borbay. It will bring up 2nd down and 10.
Again, it's just I think it's a stark contrast to last week. The immediate decision making. I gotta believe the coaching staff impressed upon Cade Durnan to make early decisions and just let it rip.
Pump fake right, throws left instead. The Shepherd makes the catch after a stiff arm down to the 10-yard line. Inside the Pacific Pools red zone. Lakers close to another 1st down. Jace Nicholas down there on the sidelines. Jace is right in front of where the Lakers are operating right now. Jace looking to maybe punch in another one here.
Absolutely, and they should. They need to keep that pace up. It looks like Waynesville's having trouble matching that pace of our offense.
Jace's updates brought to you by LensMart Optical. His eyebrows are brought to you by HMI Fireplace Shop. They do give them the 1st and goal. Carson Durnan in motion. Instead, Cade keeps it on the draw. Shedding tacklers inside the 5. Looking for the pylon. Touchdown Lakers. 4:07 to go in the first. 10-yard touchdown run by the Lakers. And they're now up 13-0.
And that's Cade's 4th touchdown on the ground for the season. He's showing his ability to score through the air and on the ground. He's a dual-threat quarterback, ladies and gentlemen.
It brings out Willard DeMott for the PAT. Durnan to Durnan. DeMott, line drive, wobbly kick. It's good. Your Smith and Gustafson Law Firm score. Camdenton 14. Waynesville nothing. It's Laker football powered by Hollylive Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
GFL Environmental, formerly WCA, has staying power because their trash removal services are taken seriously. Their mission is to advance the science, safety, and services of the solid waste and recycling industries. GFL portable toilets for construction sites and outdoor events. From that first call to set up your service to that first pickup, you'll be glad you contacted GFL Environmental. Visit GFLENV.com or call 800-358-7274.
You're listening to the Lakers on 93.5 Rocks.
A First State Bank Mortgage Team last in kickoff coming up. Lakers lead the Waynesville Tigers 14-0 with 4:07 to go here in the first.
Now, let's not forget, last week the Lakers were up 14-0 in the first quarter before the wheels started to fall off the bus.
Like the fact that at least on the first touchdown, you scored on a longer field to punch it in. This is a good return out to the 40-yard line after a short kick by Johnny Hedrick. Gives the Tigers their best field position of the night. They'll begin 1st and 10 down by a score of 14-0. Also want to remind you, if you're checking out our social media accounts on Facebook, on Twitter, Jace doing the great work over on TikTok. Thank you, Lake West Excavating, for helping to power our social media throughout this Laker football season. And it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers, and again, lining up out of a wildcat formation, bringing the ball out across the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, maybe 6, is Michael Kelsey Jr., the 5'10" junior.
Yeah, they're trying to spread the ball around. Now, Kelsey Jr. is now the one taking the plays from the Tiger sideline. So he's, nominally the quarterback here.
Second down and 5 for the Tigers.
Unbalanced line, extra tackle to the left side.
This time, Asi takes the ball running left, trying to cut it back right, and he is cut down at the line of scrimmage by who else? Sam DeMott.
Yep, they Lakers adjust to the unbalanced formation there by the Tigers. They're used to that. We've seen it several times. We talked to Jeff Weaver in the pregame show about all the times that some teams we've played against over the past unable to adjust to that unbalanced line, the hog right or hog left formation, as we called it in the offense back in the day. So Lakers very familiar with unbalanced lines and how to defend them.
This is a Waynesville team, 1-1 on the year. They've held their own, even in their loss. Fell to Glendale 46-30. Beat Parkview last week 21-6. Here's a run right up the middle that the Lakers snuff out immediately. Dropped short of the line to gain. Sam DeMott was once again in there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down, just on the negative side of the field for the Tigers there. Look to be keeping their offense on the field at this point. As mentioned, Kelsey Jr. calling the plays in the huddle here. So Tigers are going to go for it.
It's 4th down and 2 from their own 49. Kelsey Jr. takes it. He's met by Stamper, then by DeMott, who brings him down. Sam DeMott again racking up a big tackle total. We're only in the first quarter, and it's a quiet side, quick shot change of possession. With 2:03 to go in the first quarter, the Lakers have the football back.
Talked about in the pregame in the Lake Ozark Water and Sewer Football Laboratory. Lakers looking to rebound after last week's crushing defeat against the Kickapoo Chiefs, and so far so good here. An opportunity to extend their 14-0 lead in the first quarter. Gotta love that Jumbotron over there saying, Party Cove, let's get rowdy.
It's toga night in the Party Cove. 1st and 10 from the Waynesville 48-yard line. Cade Durnan to throw deep down the seam. It's caught by his brother, Carson. He took a pop inside the 30-yard line for a gain of 25. So Carson's okay. Our Poly Live Boat Live player spotlight tonight. He's going to come off.
Interesting score out of Tri-County Conference, where Osage is tied 7-7 with Blair Oaks, the state-ranked Blair Oaks, who have moved up in classifications.
Very interesting. Sammy will update us on some of those scores coming up. 1st and 10 for the Lakers at the Waynesville 28-yard line. Giving it to Blake Ford, who fires to the right side and is going to get bottled up at around the 26 after a gain of 2, maybe 3. We're inside the Serdike Yamaha 2-minute warning.
Yeah, Blake really pressured the edge there. Waynesville actually did a pretty good job of kind of bottling it up, but he's able to stick his foot in the turf, make a nice move to get away from the defender.
2nd down and 7 for the Lakers from the 26 of the Tigers. Rolling left, Kay Durnan surveys downfield, and he connects inside the Pacific Pools red zone. The ball is caught at the 15, and that is Willard DeMott with the catch. Butcher shot first down for the Lakers.
Yeah, Kay doing a really good job of spreading that ball around. A number of Laker receivers already making plays here. I can count at least 4 or 5 different Laker receivers making plays.
Really good call. Yeah, he is spreading it around nicely here tonight. Inside the Pacific Pools red zone, Ford in motion, gets the ball, but a flag flies in. Top deck, penalty flag will blow this play dead.
And that's when I think this offense works the best. Sometimes we see the Lakers like to find that guy, find that horse, and feed him the ball over and over and over again. Think back to when Cooper Ezzard was catching so many balls on any given night. And that's one way to attack a defense. But if you can spread it around and keep them guessing and they don't know who to focus their defensive efforts towards, that's when this offense can really click and really make some damage here in the Ozark Conference.
1st down and 15 after the penalty, now just outside the Pacific Pools red zone. Motioning into the backfield, Ford gets the ball, sheds one tackler on a spin, tried to keep the legs churning, couldn't quite get back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll set up 2nd down and about 12. But back inside the Pacific Pools red zone.
For a taller kind of guy, he's 6 foot tall, 185, Ford is, his ability to take that first contact and then make a spin move, make a move off that, and get more yardage is really impressive.
On 2nd down, again a handoff off the edge, bringing it inside the 15-yard line this time.
Yeah, that
was Willard DeMott.
Yeah, they get it to Willard DeMott, and I like this. Getting Willard involved offensively. That we haven't really, called his name too much in the first couple weeks here. Didn't really do a lot of damage offensively, but they're making a concerted effort to get him the football.
Can they get one more play off before the end of the quarter? They will not. 0-0s. We've reached the end of quarter number 1 here from Bob Shore Stadium. The Camdenton Lakers lead the Waynesville Tigers. Your Smith and Gustafson Law Firm score. Lakers 14, Waynesville nothing. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
This is Michael and Michelle Lassen with First State Bank Mortgage at the Lake of the Ozarks. Let us help you navigate these ever-changing times in the real estate market.
We have over 20 years of experience in the mortgage industry and have built our reputations on providing excellent service to our clients and referral partners.
Stop in and see us. We are located on Bagnell Dam Boulevard in Lake Ozark. You could also visit our website at yourlakeloan.com or call 573-216-7258.
In MLS 416-668, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to the Lakers on 93.5 Rocks.
2nd quarter about ready to begin. It's time to go inside our BG Tree Service Score Center. Sammy Stava standing by. He's got scores from around the area. Sammy.
Yes, thank you, Brennan. Week 3 is underway and going on right now. Lebanon leads Kickapoo 7-0 at the end of the first. In Class 5, District 5, Helias leads Battle 7-0. And as Luke mentioned, Osage and Blair Oaks are all knotted up at 7 in the first quarter. From the BG Tree Service Score Center, I'm Sammy Stava. Guys, back to you.
Thank you so much, Sammy. Visit bgtreellc.com for your next project. Kay Durnan on 2nd down, flushed out of the pocket, and is going to get dragged down. A big-time sack across the 20-yard line, back to around the 25. He takes a pretty sizable loss here. That was 3rd down and long, so now Lakers facing a 4th down scenario just underway here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it's just a weird part of the field here. You almost are compelled to go for it, unless you wanted to test out DeMott's field goal proficiency, but all those extra points have gone.
4th and 18. Cade the snap is going to fire into the end zone, too tall for his intended target, Edson. It'll bring up a turnover on downs, give it back to the Waynesville Tigers, a successful defensive side. I mentioned Waynesville 1-1. Luke, head coach Kyle Barkley, and I tell you, they've turned over that head coaching position a few times over the years since Coach Rick Vernon, and a program that was very proud and successful during his tenure. They've had some head coaches come and go. Maybe he's got something starting to click here. It's always tough to keep guys multiple years down there around Fort Leonard Wood. You got families coming and going with the military. That's always a challenge too. But so far, this Waynesville team, they look up to the challenge, trying to hang around here with the Lakers. It's 14-0. Castro back in there. He's going to throw complete out in the flat. Couple broken tackles. Lakers finally bottle up the receiver close to the 30-yard line. It'll bring up second down.
Yeah, Waynesville comes in tonight, as you mentioned, 1-1. They week 1 they lose to Glendale 46-30, which Glendale can put up a lot of points, and to hold them to 46 is actually not too bad of a deal there. They beat Parkview 21-6, but they're in that Class 6 District 5 with Joplin, Kickapoo, Nixa, Ozark. It could be pretty tough to come out of that district with any kind of success.
Second down and 4 here for the Tigers out of the pistol. Castro again underneath, connects. Who else? Sam DeMott was there to get to the receiver first to slow down his momentum. It'll set up third down now for the Tigers. They're out across the 30-yard line. Third down and 1 coming up here for Waynesville. We'll check in with Jace here in just a moment. Down on the sidelines after this next Waynesville play, we'll check in with Jace with the score 14-0 Lakers. The Purple Haze defense chants coming from the crowd. This is a C running into a Laker wall, and I think he is stopped short of the line again, as that Laker defensive front doing some work.
Yeah, and he's a strong runner, which keeps his legs churning, but Lakers get enough bodies, enough guys there to keep him from picking up that first down.
Valderas was in there on the stop as well. Call this fourth down and 1.5 maybe. Let's check in with Jace, who's getting a look at this Laker defense down there. Jace.
Defense is playing really well. They're playing within their lanes, within their jobs. Doing a really good job of stopping this weird-looking run. You see there, that looks like that Waynesville was able to pick up the first down, just as I was saying that, ironically enough. But it's a direct snap, so that the running back is hitting that hole very quickly. But the defensive line of Camdenton's doing a really good job of controlling the trenches early within the play, which is a very tall task.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's not only a direct snap and a quick snap. It's quick. They get up to the line and they snap it in a hurry, so they're right up on you. Once they get their formation set, they snap that ball in a hurry and just try to catch you on your heels a little bit. Little unbalanced line here to the near side.
Setting up at the 34-yard line. And they're going to whistle to blow it dead as the direct snap that time went to Michael Kelsey Jr. Top deck penalty is offsides on the Lakers, +5 for Waynesville.
Yeah, just didn't get set there. Again, I think you're trying to adjust to that unbalanced line. You're anticipating an early snap. Got to get set. Got to get in the place where you need to be. And just giving away easy yards there. Perfect
world for Waynesville, Luke. They're trying to limit the number of Camdenton possessions, certainly the rest of this first half, but you see how they're capable of working. They're not in a hurry. They're wanting to kind of keep that Laker defense out there as much as possible. They're content with 4 or 5, 6 yards a pop, or 3 yards a pop.
Certainly content with a free 10
Another
yards.
Free 5, right.
Yeah, back-to-back penalties against the Laker for simply crossing the line of scrimmage too early, and all of a sudden, Waynesville's in business here near midfield. They got 8 minutes, 42 seconds left in the half. Have an opportunity to cut this lead in half if they put the points on the board.
Jace.
This is what's happened the last 2 weeks. The first quarter, the Camdenton defense has been very strong. Second quarter, they're getting a little bit worn down. Waynesville wants to have these long drives, not only to wear the defense down, but to keep the offense off the field.
Lensmart Optical HMI Fireplace Shop. This time off the edge, turning a corner, and a big gainer for the Tigers. This is Joshua who brings it out inside the 40-yard line of the Lakers. Forced out of bounds by Carson Durnan. Good to see Carson back out there, as he was a little shaken up after the pass and catch Durnan to Durnan earlier. But it's 1st and 10 Tigers. They're on the move inside the Laker 40-yard line.
And Jace points something out. Yeah, last 2 weeks, the opposing team seems to make better adjustments from the first quarter to the second quarter, find the weaknesses, find those things that will work against this Laker defense, and use their strengths against them.
8:20 to go in this first half. New time check brought to you by New Spring Wellness Center. For naturally better health, online at newspringwellnesscenter.com. This is Kelsey Jr. rumbling inside the 35-yard line, tripped up by Carson Durnan and Spencer Mellencamp, but not before he picks up 5, maybe 6 yards.
Looks like a Laker coming off the field with a little. Get your number on that. That's Dominic Poling.
I want to talk about those Hoggies, Luke. We're brought to you by High Brothers Lumber and Millwork. Some of the big boys there across that defensive line right now. You talk about Balderas, talk about Poling, and stepping in right now on that defensive line for the Lakers. I believe that's Vogler who's getting some snaps right now. And we might have an injured Tiger after that play. Slow to get up. Another tackle by DeMott, and it's going to be another first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, Poling on the ground here. Okay, now the training staff's finally making his way over. He didn't go to the training table. He just went straight to the ground over here. He's got his hands on his head and being attended to now.
First and 10 for the Tigers. Ball inside the Camdenton 30-yard line. Clock winding. New Spring Wellness Center time check at 7:15. In this second quarter, 14-0 Lakers, but the Tigers are on the move. Little misdirection this time, and the ball is going left in some space and close to that horse collar tackle that we've talked so much about. Braden Shepard brings down the receiver who got it on the jet sweep was Brandon Howard.
Yeah,
I don't know if Jace saw that down there, how close that was, Jace, to one of those horse collar tackles.
Well, he grabbed him by his shoulder there. So he had him on the number on his shoulder by the jersey there. So it wasn't that nameplate area. So that was not a horse collar.
Yeah, it was definitely a first down saving tackle. And if Shepard's unable to bring him down, he may have gone for more.
Second down for this Tiger offense, 2nd and 5. Ball at the Laker 25-yard line. Another top deck penalty. This is of the full start procedure variety. Will back the Tigers up 5 yards and make it 2nd down and 10. And little things like that, Luke, for the Laker defense come through huge when Waynesville's off schedule and they're forced to have to make a play to pick up 9 or 10 yards. Their offense is completely different.
Especially the way that the Tiger defense has started to roll here a little bit in the second quarter. They're starting to figure out some things they like. They're starting to, that last counter play that went for a big gainer there, using the Lakers' aggressiveness against them. Oftentimes, big plays for opposing offenses come out of a counter look.
Asi takes the direct snap. He's lowering his shoulder, running over Shepard, trying to lean forward, but Shepard did a great job to body him up and throw him out of bounds for a minimal gain, and that'll bring up 3rd down and long now for this Tiger offense. And again, we talk a lot about the old saying, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. It's sort of what this Waynesville offense is about, and it's a pivotal drive for them. This is a really critical 3rd down, I think, Luke.
Yeah, it is, but they lull you to sleep by running between the tackles, and then they do a counter look or an outside look, a sweep look. And we've seen their ability. They can throw the ball a little bit, too. They just haven't done it a ton so far tonight.
On 3rd down and 7. Movement on the line. That's going to be on the Lakers' top deck penalty. And again, the Tigers are doing a good job of inducing the Camdenton front. And now suddenly they're going to have 3rd down and very manageable. And clearly, Luke, this is going to be a 2-down territory for the Tigers.
Yeah, no reason not to be. And again, trailing by 14 here near the end of the first half.
The way they've milked this clock, if they're able to score here, I think we're talking about, there's no doubt we're talking about a brand new game, but the confidence level for Waynesville is going to be through the roof.
Well, and then you wonder if the doubt starts to creep in for the Lakers at that point, too.
Direct snap goes to Kelsey lowers his shoulder inside the 20. It's going to be enough for a Waynesville first down. They're going to operate inside the Pacific Pools red zone. Camdenton up 14-0. That's your Smith & Gustafson Law Firm score. But look out, the Tigers with their best offensive series of the night.
I got to talk to Coach Bob Shore before the game. I like to get a quick history of the team and the matchup because he always knows all of that. He said your biggest concern every time you play Waynesville is them, quote-unquote, waking up. If you let them in the game and their athletes start doing what they can do, you got a fight on your hands. If you can shut them down early and often, then it becomes a much easier game.
Well, it's a good point there, Jason. We know they've got athletes, and I think they're certainly engaged in this game now. And they feel like they've got a strategy that can help keep them in it. They forced a Laker turnover on downs in the last series, and this is a drive that started, back around the 20-yard line. They've gone almost the length of the field here, Luke.
Yeah, now
very impressive.
Here they are inside the red zone.
They're facing a second down and a long 9 here inside the Pacific Pools red zone. Ball inside the 18, 4:13 and counting for the Lakers. They may see the ball only twice in this entire quarter. The direct snap this time goes to Kelsey. He runs right. He's got some space to the 10, to the 5. It's going to be a Waynesville touchdown, barring a penalty flag. I don't see one. And the Tigers are on the board. 3:58 to go in the second quarter.
And for fans who may have been listening to the football game that was on this radio station last night, we got a Tiger down. I believe it's a Tiger down on the far side. It may be Kelsey Jr. But I was going to mention, if you were listening to this radio station, the football game that happened to be on this airwaves last night, and you keep hearing Kelsey Jr. Described, it's spelt a little bit differently. It's got the Y on the ends.
Well, if you listened to that game last night, Luke, that you're for some reason not wanting to mention by name a certain pro football team,
professional tackle football, that happened to be on 93.5 last night. They played it last
night on 93.5 Rocks the Lake. That gentleman, who does spell his name differently, actually did not play in that game. I don't know if you're just maybe just tuning in on that. He did not get in, and maybe a critical reason why. And there is a Waynesville injury, and that young man is getting to his feet now and again. That might be Kelsey Jr. Got the binocs out here trying to get a good look at that number. I think it is. Heck of a run. And I got to tell you, there wasn't a lot of resistance there in that Laker defense, Luke, up until maybe inside the 5-yard line of that run.
Yeah, to the outside, like I said, Lakers really committed a lot of defensive resources to the middle, trying to stop those between the tackle runs, and they just using their athleticism to get to the outside. And once they got around the corner, there was nobody there to, basically play safety man, relief valve there. And all of a sudden, they have an opportunity to cut this lead in half, or we haven't seen their kicking game as of yet. Do not see it. Oh, there we go. There is a T on the field, though, so it looks like they will at least line up in a traditional field goal formation here to...
I was also going to say, Waynesville doesn't look all that excited after the touchdown, but they are absolutely back in this ball game and a chance to make it a true one-possession, 7-point deficit. Wow, I tell you, this kicker's got a boot. That extra point is good and would have been good by about 30 yards. Tyrell Finn with the PAT, and that brings us to a timeout. Your Smith & Gustafson Law Firm score, Camdenton 14, Waynesville 7. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
Your roof's becoming a problem. Call Ellerman Roofing. He'll deal with the owner personally. He'll oversee your project from the first appointment to final cleanup. We all want honest, dependable, and consistent, so call Ellerman Roofing. You'll always get a fair price. Contact Ellerman Roofing, a division of Kimes Corp., LLC, for all your commercial or residential roofing needs. Call 573-348-3553 today.
We bleed purple. Do you? It's Laker football on 93.5 Rocks.
Your First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff coming up here for the Tigers. First time the Lakers will be able to return a kick tonight. Good news, they will get the ball to start, Luke, the third quarter. This is going to be Finn to boot it away. And again, he showed a big leg on the PAT. This is a high end-over-end kick. Backs up Borbay to his 6th. He's going to angle the far sideline, and he is going to get decked at the 18 and dropped. Look out, folks. The Waynesville Tigers are fired up here.
And that's the loudest I've heard their sideline in this game. You know, they're getting in, and so that just goes to show you they're getting into it. You know, maybe they came in this game a little bit underconfident, maybe a little bit overwhelmed with the atmosphere here at the JOD. We've talked about it over the years, how many times just the experience and the stadium here have won games for the Lakers. Tigers are not intimidated.
Jace down to the sidelines, brought to you by LensMart Optical HMI Fireplace Shop.
Well, it really seems like Waynesville's taking a play out of Rolla's book. They're running up the middle, wearing the team out. They're getting to the outside to extend the drives, get first downs. And Camdenton, after a great first two drives, really struggled to stop the run at all that third drive. So we'll see if they can make some adjustments, maybe bring some more men into the box like they did week one against Rolla, bring those safeties down, bring the quarters splits in. I'd like to see that happen, and they could probably slow up that run game.
Yeah, certainly Rolla had a game plan worked for a time, and I'm not sure this Waynesville team might be better than that Rolla team, Luke. At least that's the way it's starting to look like right now. Now, that last play, incomplete, and Edson got popped on the pass attempt. This is Durnan going deep down the left sideline, and he finds his receiver on the plus side of the field. And that's Braden Shepard, and that's another nominee for our Anna Marie Hopkins Smarter Move Real Estate, powered by Ozark Realty, Smarter Move of the game.
Yeah, a little play action look that the Tigers totally bid on. Cade rolls to his left and just finds a wide open Braden Shepard streaking down the sidelines.
That's a gain of 39 yards as Durnan's going to throw down the right sideline here, incomplete. Threw that out of bounds. Borbet was the nearest receiver, second down.
Little reminiscent of last week, not feeling super comfortable back there, not seeing his receivers, and smartly throwing it away there. But it puts you a little bit behind schedule here on 2nd and 10. You got 3 minutes, 38 seconds left in this half. Plenty of time to put some points on the board.
Are you noticing in Cade's reaction time does look better this week?
Yeah, I think he's just seeing the field better. I think credit Kickapoo last week and the defensive looks that they were putting towards him. This week he's seen things. I think he watched some tape and picked up some lessons.
2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line. A pass and catch. Durnan to Owen Borbet, and it's a butcher shot, first down to the Waynesville 30-yard line, a gain of 13 yards.
Borbet's not the biggest guy in the field at 5'9", 145, kind of gets lost out there in the defense and picks up a first down.
Purple Tide 5 wide from the 30, right hash, low snap. Cade takes the snap, little pump fake, wants to throw deep down the right, numbers, and a little too long, leading Kyle Edson. It's going to be an incomplete pass, going for the downs there. New Spring Wellness Center, time check 3:18 in the second.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there because I think Cade threw it to the spot where he needed to go, but Edson just kind of either lost the ball in the air, kind of slowed up his route a little bit. If he'd kept going on that, might have been dancing in the end zone for 6.
14-7, your score for the Lakers. They've got the ball 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Nice out pattern, connecting inside the 25-yard line, but taking a pop was Owen Borbet, who's becoming a popular target, and rightfully so for Cade.
Yeah, they connected, but then the Waynesville defender connected with a shot there.
But good to see Owen popping right back up. He's lining up. Lakers ready to go. But we're going to get an officials stoppage here. And
problem with the ball?
Want to thank the Resort at Lake of the Ozarks for powering this time out. Folks, if you haven't been by recently, brand new event center and wedding venue. They've got Encore right next door. They've got the great setup there. Had some food from the Encore today. Appreciate them being our lodging partners at the Resort at Lake of the Ozarks. This is 3rd down and short for the Lakers. Ball inside the 25-yard line. Cade getting a new call.
Yeah.
2:44 to go in the first half. Lakers up 14-7. Cade wants to throw down the numbers again to Borbet, incomplete.
Yeah, they went with they came out, looked at what they had, And Waynesville kind of gave up what they were going to do on defense there by bailing on guys. They lined up in a press formation, but right before when they thought the ball was going to snap, they bailed into coverage, and the Lakers were able to adjust accordingly, just could not take advantage.
4th down and short, fake it to Seeks. Instead, Cade keeps himself storming up the middle as he lowers his shoulder. He's inside the Pacific Pools red zone. He's got a butcher shop first down in the process.
Good job getting in behind his Hoggies there and riding those guys for a first down. Those guys opening up a big hole there. High Brothers Lumber.
Yes. High Brothers powering those Hoggies down there in the trenches. In motion is Seeks. He gets the ball running left, trying to break tacklers. It's going to take 2 or 3 Tigers to finally bring him down. Problem is he's near the line of scrimmage as we approach the Serdike Yamaha 2-minute warning in this first half. And again, talk about limiting possessions. That's what the Tigers have done now. They're not thrilled about the Lakers knocking on the door here. But man, oh man, it's going to turn out to be a quick first half when it's all said and done.
Yeah, Lakers several opportunities inside the Pacific Pools red zone here.
2nd and 10, flag flies in as Durnan hits on the out Kyle Edson, but there is a top deck penalty, and it's going to bring this play back.
You know, you talked about how High Brothers power those Hoggies. High Brothers, such a good partner of Lakers sports in general. They provided the scaffolding for the baseball broadcast this last spring. And that's where our guys were up on our camera positions because those 8-foot fences there around the cove, as they like to call the Camdenton Lakers baseball field, we needed to get up and over that, and they provided a solution right away.
Your Laker Ozark Conference Championship shirt is pretty sharp.
Yeah. So shout out to the Durnan family for hooking me up with that. Shout out to the Durnan families listening across this great land of ours.
2nd down and long. Cade wants to fire towards the end zone. Wide open, making the catch for a touchdown is Blake Ford, and the Lakers extend this first half lead. It's 20-7, a minute 39 to go in the first half.
Blake sneaks out of the backfield there, and apparently miscommunication by the Tigers defense, finds himself wide open in the end zone to extend this lead 20-7. Minute 39 left in the half. Your Pride of the Lake band getting all fired up with their very colorful regalia.
Don't forget Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report. Luke, coming up. Who's going to join you in the booth?
Yeah, we have Lake West Chamber Executive Director Mike Koningsman.
Looking forward to that. Here's a line drive kick off the boot of Willard DeMott. It's good. We'll step aside. The Smith & Gustafson Law Firm score. Camdenton 21, Waynesville 7. It's Laker football powered by Poly the Boat Lifts. 93.5 rocks the lake and KRMS TV.
I'm Gabriel with Heritage Bank of the Ozarks. Our Lakers are winners on and off the field. They play with integrity, strive to serve, are true team players, and intentionally seek excellence. Our banking team also embodies these leadership characteristics. When it comes to banking, choose the winning team, Heritage Bank of the Ozarks. And go Lakers. We are all behind you 100%. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
A minute 39 to go in the first half. Lakers lead the Waynesville Tigers by a score of 21-7. Coming up here is another First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff. Willard DeMott has the honors here, puts a boot into one. And a whistle's going to blow it dead as he squibbed it. Eventually went out of bounds, but we got a stoppage, Luke, before that ball traversed out of bounds.
Not sure what the call is going to be there. Legal procedure on the Lakers, so they'll have to back up 5 yards here, which will probably translate to 5 yards more, 5 yards better field position for the Tigers. But it also gives DeMott an opportunity to not kick the ball out of bounds. 1 minute, 39 seconds left in the half here. Lakers lead 21-7.
I want to let you know if you're watching or you're listening, you can also watch KRMS TV 32.11 on your antenna-enabled television. here at Lake of the Ozarks, but you can also watch on our YouTube channel. Look up KRMS TV, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Folks, the more subscribers we have, the more stuff, the more Lakers stuff we'll be able to do. So find us right now on YouTube and find our KRMS TV channel. On this First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff, the Lakers special teams stack up the Tigers shy of the 25-yard line. Nice play by the Lakers special teams and forcing the Tigers to have to go 75 yards in 93 seconds.
Yeah, that was a big-time special teams play. If Waynesville's able to get good field position out of that, nice little return, it gives them a little more confidence there, but instead, like I said, staring down 75 yards.
Jace down to the sidelines, Lensmart Optical, HMI Fireplace Shop. We'll check in with Jace. Jace will check in right after this play on 1st and 10 for the Tigers. It's going to be Kelsey Jr. trying to turn the corner. He does to the 30, 35, 40. Forced out of bounds close to midfield. Jace powered by Lensmart Optical and HMI Fireplace Shop. Jace, take it away.
I just wanted to revisit that last offensive drive by Camdenton. We missed a deep shot early. Kyle Edson is certainly talented enough to play at the next level. One of the first things he's going to be taught by his receiving coaches in the next level is as soon as you beat a cornerback on a deep route, you're going to stack him. It's just indicative of his age, but he's going to get that down, and that'll take his game to the next level.
Good stuff, and again, Jace is able to identify all that good stuff down there on the sideline. A flag is going to fly in at the end of that play, a top deck penalty flag.
First time we've seen that formation out of the Tigers. They've been running basically a version of the Wildcat so far. Direct snaps. It's old school football really that kind of became new school when the Dolphins kind of reinstated it a decade or more ago. But that time it was more of a traditional shotgun snap with receivers and everything like that.
I'm curious as to who really brought the Wildcat back. The Dolphins did run it with Ricky Williams and Ronnie Brown and company, but the Arkansas Razorbacks ran it too with Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, and those guys. And that was an Arkansas team that I think played Mizzou down in the Cotton Bowl after the 2007 season. This is going to be a penalty, a top deck penalty that's going to back the Waynesville Tigers up here.
And what that kind of offense does for you really, it increases your number in the blocking scheme. It gives you an extra blocker, because so oftentimes when you have a traditional quarterback back there, he's not necessarily always running the ball, and he's certainly not blocking. But when you direct snap it to a running back, it gives you an extra blocker in the form of a tight end, an extra tackle, or another running back.
We talked about all the ways you can watch the Lakers. You can also check it out through social media. You can watch us on Facebook right now. LCTC's got their Facebook fired up, but Lake West Excavating helping take care of all of our social media. Check out their pictures and even more on the Lake West Excavating Facebook page. So this turns into 1st down and 15 or 16 here for the Tigers. The ball is at their own 36-yard line. This time the direct snap goes to a C, and he is met and dropped. Sterling Cedarwall with an Oak Star Bank play to bank on to drop the back for a loss of a yard.
And this is exactly what you want out of your Purple A's defense. Looks like Par Pitts is going to take a timeout here. Maybe he's going to try to snag an extra possession out of this half.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think Parr isn't going to change the way he aggressively coaches. Last week, what happened with the interception and the pick six? The Lakers were being aggressive. I don't think Parr takes his foot off the gas and says, we're not going to do that anymore. As I said, the long odds, somehow Snake Eyes came up on the Lakers and the 2 quick touchdowns. But I don't think you stop that aggressive nature here when you have confidence in your offense, and I think Parr has that in these Lakers.
He does, and that goes throughout the team, right? It starts with your head coach and it trickles down to the rest. And if your head coach has confidence in you, it gives you confidence as a player. If you feel like the coach is a little bit shaky, a little bit unsure of what you might be able to do, you feel that as a player. You feel that as a team, and it kind of takes something out of you. But if you know your coach believes in you, he's willing to go for it in tough situations, you can believe in yourself even more. Got a minute left here in the half.
New Spring Wellness Center time check.
2nd and 17. So, like I said, the Lakers can shut this down right now.
Kelsey Jr. and I see trying to take the direct snap. This time it is Kelsey Jr. Banks it to the outside, but chasing him down was Sterling Cedarwall. 52 seconds left on the clock. We're going to get another timeout here, Luke.
Yep, I think it's clear what Parr's trying to do here. I think he's not satisfied with a 21-7 lead.
Let's check in with Jace down there, Luke. Brought to you by Lensmart Optical, HMI Fireplace Shop. Jace, when that 2019 Laker offense, how many seconds did you guys feel like you wanted to have on the clock, like the bare minimum, to have a chance to maybe march the ball down the field like 60 or 70 yards?
I think if we had 2 timeouts, we were comfortable with anything with more than 25 seconds on the clock. We were cool with it.
Yeah.
Because in high school, if you pick up that first down, it's under 2 minutes. The clock does stop until the ball gets spotted and the ref runs the clock.
Right.
So we use that time while they're spotting the ball to get the play call, and by the time that clock starts, you should be able to snap the ball within 1 or 2 seconds.
Dial it down still says it's second down. That's not right.
Now they're just changing it. Third down. KRMS Osage Beach, powered by the Motor Hut. Putt on down to the Motor Hut. As you listen on 93.5 Rocks the Lake, KRMS TV, all around the state of Missouri and the world tonight. Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. This is third down and long for the Tiger offense. And the direct snap this time is going to go to Joshua, I believe. Willard DeMott was able to knife in there for the tackle. Another timeout, 46 seconds left. And if you're the Tigers here, their special team has been pretty impressive tonight. I'm not talking about the most impressive thing with this Waynesville attack tonight, Luke. I'm going to say special teams for Waynesville has been impressive. And for a team that's still growing, a building program, if you can figure out the special teams as quickly as they have, that's usually the last thing to come. Pretty impressive that they've kind of got their ducks in a row.
Yeah, and in high school football, if you can be consistent, not only consistent on special teams, but occasionally make that big-time play, the consistency is most important, because so oftentimes special teams can be a disaster on this level. But if you're not afraid of that disaster and occasionally make that positive play that maybe flips the field or puts you in a better situation, it can be a huge advantage and something to hang your hat on as your offense and your defense are developing.
It's coming out of the timeout. This is going to be fourth down for the Tigers. Lakers up 21-7, 46 seconds to play. Lakers used all their timeouts during that stretch, so they would have maybe 35 seconds. This is not going to be a good punt after talking the Tiger special teams up as we did. This is not going to go their way, and ultimately going to be a punt to see where they mark it off of about 13 yards. So the Lakers get the ball back in great field position here at their own 48.
They got one timeout left.
They end up having one timeout left? Yeah. I thought they burned them all there.
Maybe I can't read from here.
Either way, with one timeout or 0 timeouts, they've got 40 seconds. To me, Luke, it's plenty of time. Jace was talking about maybe as little as 25 if you got a couple of timeouts, but you don't have to go the length of the field here. Let's see what Parr wants to call with the Purple Tide 5 wide to the field. On 1st and 10 at their own 48, operating from the left hash, moving left to right. Cade takes the snap. Wants to dump it underneath and threw short for his intended target. He was looking for Shepard.
Waynesville with their safeties really far back, defending against that big play, trying to contain here. Not completely a prevent defense necessarily, but certainly wanting to stop the big play on that one. Lakers try to take advantage underneath, but to no avail.
Tigers rush 4. Cade rolls to his right. He's going to throw downfield, connecting at the 40-yard line to Owen Borbet. He's forced out of bounds inside the 35. Tackle made there on the Tigers side by Adam Maurer, but not before the Lakers move the chains of Butcher Shop first down.
Yeah, and by getting out of bounds, stops the clock, gives the Lakers plenty of time to operate here.
27 seconds. New Spring Wellness Center time check. Lakers up 2 touchdowns. Cade's going to bark out the calls. 3 receivers to his left. Awkward snap. He's going to throw right, and it's going to be incomplete. Wasn't quite able to dig the ball out there was Owen Borbet.
It was almost better that he didn't catch that, because it stops the clock. It wasn't going to be a monumental gain there. So I think that the time you save by having an incomplete pass is more valuable than the yardage you would have gained.
Ball at the 33 on 2nd down and 10. Cade takes the snap, looking left. has all the time in the world. Rolls to his right, throws downfield at the 20, caught by Edson, immediately jumps out of bounds with 16 seconds left on the first half clock. It's a butcher shop first down. Lakers are knocking on the door of the Pacific Pools red zone.
Yeah, right there. And from here, obviously Cade's arm strength can put the ball in the end zone, and he's got those speedy receivers out there. Just got to get loose.
Fakes the jet sweep, rolls to his left, throws on the run, caught by Shepard. He gets out of bounds near the sticks. He's beyond the sticks. Another Laker butcher shop first down with 10 seconds left on the clock. I think they'd have 3 plays here at least, Luke.
Yeah, heads up play by Shepard there. A guy, didn't come into this year with a ton of experience, but a very smart football savvy play there to get out of bounds and preserve the clock.
They can still get a first down before a touchdown. Ball at the 11. Snap by Durnan, rolling to his right. He's going to throw against his body, incomplete. Does throw it out of bounds. 5 seconds on the clock.
Something we saw a lot of last week, that ball bouncing off the track. Cade just getting, once he gets out of that pocket and doesn't see what he likes, he gets it out of bounds. But it looks like the Lakers are going to maybe try to steal 3 points here with 5 seconds left in the half.
Interesting. I kind of would think they'd have one more play at the end zone, but this is going to give, I like putting Willard in a real time-sensitive situation here.
This is one of those cases where I think the experience for this unit is more important than the points you're gaining.
Agreed. 28 yards from the left hash. Durnan to Durnan. Snap is good. Kick off the boot of Willard. It's good. As the clock hits 000, a 28-yard field goal by Owen Borbay gives the Lakers a 24-7 lead. It's your Smith and Gustafson scoreboard as we head towards the Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report. Again, that score, Camdenton 24, Waynesville 7. It's Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
Polylift Boat Lifts. Boaters everywhere have relied on Polylift Boat Lifts to raise their boat up and out of the water time and time again. Polylift Boat Lifts are made of the finest materials and offer a lifetime warranty on the tanks. Stop by Polylift and see the huge selection of wet steps, water toys, and dock accessories. You can even shop online at polylift.com. Polylift Boat Lifts. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Hi, this is Anna Marie Hopkins with Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark Realty. There's nothing like high school football, and I am a proud mom of Camdenton Laker kids. Whether you're buying or selling at the Lake of the Ozarks or anywhere in mid-Missouri, call 573-544-3587 and go for the extra touchdown with me, Anna Marie. I can prove there's a smarter move.
Go Lakers! Anna Marie Hopkins. She can prove there's a smarter move.
For 25 years, Lake Ozark Water and Sewer in Camdenton has been an industry leader in wastewater and drinking water services. They perform water testing in their state-certified lab with results in just 24 hours, serving HOAs, condominiums, municipalities, and more. Lake Ozark Water and Sewer certified operators provide sample collection, operations, and maintenance services for lift stations, wastewater treatment facilities, and drinking water systems. Call 346-2092. Lake Ozark Water and Sewer. There's clean water in your future.
Let's review the first half of action. The halftime show is sponsored by Heritage Bank of the Ozarks. Now, here's Brendan Matthews, Lou Cagadorn, and Jace Nicholas.
I'm going to welcome you back to Bob Shore Stadium, where the Camdenton Lakers lead the Waynesville Tigers 24-7. And the band takes the field with their Elton John themed show. It's been a great show, a very colorful show, and it's fun to watch. But we're going to take our time here during halftime to talk to the Lake West Chamber of Commerce Executive Director, Mike Koningsman. I've been practicing that all week, Mike, even though I've known you for a while. Back when I first met you, you were working for the Council of Local Governments.
Yes.
You have a military background. You spent time in the Air Force before you joined us. You're a big part of the American Legion.
Yes.
But
Just love being a part of the whole community.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. Yeah,
we got to know each other back during the pandemic over Zoom, right?
Yes, we met over Zoom.
Over Zoom, and then our friendship has developed from there. We've worked on some projects together. Looking forward to do some more in the future. But now you're with the Lake West Chamber of Commerce. Our area is so great, and it has so many great organizations, and there's basically in the Lake area, there's 5 different chambers of commerce. And somebody might say, why would you need 5 different chambers of commerce in the Lake area? But each of the areas that are served kind of have their own unique needs. Am I right there?
That's very true, Luke. Each area is unique in its membership. It's unique in its business focus. It's unique even in the people that live there. You have different types of employers, different types of residents, different sizes of communities, so they all have their uniqueness. However, the cool thing about the whole thing is we're still one lake. All 5 of us chamber members, or chamber directors I should say, work very well together. If there's a project, if there's something going on, we support each other, we work with each other. Our members will help their members, and actually a lot of our members are multiple chamber members, so they do work clear around the lake. But like I said, we do have some uniqueness on each side, and being over on the west side of the lake, people have heard, west side is amazing.
There you go. Yeah.
But it is definitely a different dynamic over on the west side.
Yeah, and you mentioned all the different chambers and the way they're able to work together. I noticed in one of your emails that you were talking about my mic's. There we go. I noticed in one of your emails out to your members, you were discussing maybe coming out to a game, and that's when I thought, hey, love to have Mike come on. And I thought, well, shoot, there are 3 different chambers that basically serve the Camdenton School District, including the Lake West Chamber, the Camdenton Chamber. I don't know what's going on here with my microphone. I'm going to switch headphones here.
Hey, no problem. Hey, you're right, Luke. There are 3 chambers that do serve the Laker Nation area here, and we are very happy to serve the Camdenton High School area, as well as I also serve Versailles, and then Lake area serves Osage. I mean, we have Eldon, so we've got a lot of areas that we do serve, and once again, it's a big community, and we all work together, and we all support each other. So coming out here, and I'll be honest with you, you talked about the band. I'm going to interrupt here for a second. I love watching the bands. I love watching the dancing going on. My daughter actually did that for years, so my wife is loving the football game. Not for the football so much, but she's excited right now watching the band.
Yeah, it is great. We are proud of the pride of the lake for sure. And as mentioned, so I had the idea to bring you on, and guess what? Coming up in the upcoming weeks, we're going to talk to Casey from the Camdenton Chamber. We're going to talk to Morgan from the Lake Area Chamber, and it's great that you guys. I see you guys at events. You co-host ribbon cuttings. You co-host Eggs and Issues. You co-host socials from time to time, and it's just great that we're all able to work together because we're all striving for the same goal, which is the betterment of the lake. On the west side, what is it that differentiates the west side chamber and the west side of the Lake of the Ozarks from maybe the rest?
Well, one of the things people like to say about the west side is it's the quiet side of the lake. It does seem a little bit more laid back in the environment as you're on the lake west side. You don't have the hustle and bustle. You don't have the box stores. You don't have the big national chains of restaurants. It's the mom and pop shops that we have over there. It's the local restaurants, it's the local stores, it's the local small manufacturers and stuff that really keep that area going.
And man, driving around over there, I've been spending more time over there lately, and it is growing.
Yes, it is.
The economic development that's going on in your area, and our area over there is amazing. Some of the great businesses that are opening are very encouraging to see, and I think the future is definitely bright on the west side. To make a Chamber of Commerce, it's not only the members, and it's not only the staff such as you and your membership director, Andrea. It takes a board. You have a board that gets voted in. And one of your board members is a big supporter of our Laker football broadcast and Laker football in general, Mike Mawson.
Yes, Mike and Mark Mawson with Polylift. They're great members of ours, and I saw their sign. I saw them flash up there on the big board a couple of times. Their names, so they are great people. And honestly, all of our board members, we've got board members that are actually from Lake Regional Hospital. We've got them from small nonprofit organizations such as Yeah, see, now my brain just stopped. Way to go. But we do have nonprofit organizations. We've got small business owners. We've got large business owners. And we've got, like I said, we've got medical and financial institutions. So,
and, the Chamber serves many purposes. One of the things is being involved in so many of the great events that make our lake what the lake is. You just got through the shootout.
Shootout? What's that?
You got a little PTSD on that? Maybe you kind of wipe that one from your brain a little bit?
It does take about a week for me to kind of get over that one. But the shootout, absolutely an amazing event, and it's been going on 35 years this year.
That's
and the number of boats, the number of visitors. I talk to people literally from all over the world coming into our community here to watch the racing and just to be a part of Lake of the Ozarks. They don't understand what the lake is like until they get here, and they always come in like, I am so amazed. The one thing I hear about from everybody, and I hear this all the time, the people at Lake of the Ozarks are some of the nicest people, friendliest people you'll ever meet. And I hear that all the time. People are so amazed at how wonderful and friendly and helpful our lake residents are. And I give a shout out to everybody because it's what makes our lake an amazing place.
So let's talk about future events coming up. I know you got the fishing derby, you got a couple different networking socials, one at Sunrise Cantina. The October social is at the American Legion. I'm sure that one's near and dear to your heart. And then, of course, Coffee with the Chamber. And the next one will be sponsored by a former Laker legend who's been on this show before, Mr. David Porter.
Oh, well, we just had Mr. Porter on. That was yesterday.
I did my homework 2 days early.
You know what? That one day off there for Labor Day kind of threw me off, too.
Yeah,
I'll give you credit on that.
I just wanted to shout out David Porter.
Hey, Mr. Porter's an amazing man. He's been a good friend of mine for several years as well. But, yeah, we have our Kids Fishing Derby. It's the 12th year we've put this on over at Captain Ron's. That's going to be Sunday, September 10th. Registration starts at 12 to 1, and fishing is from 1 to 3 p.m., and that's for ages 0 to 14. So if you got a little toddler that you want to get out there and help them fish, come on out. Bring them out. We have prizes for largest fish, for most fish, and every kid will get a door prize when they come in. Then on September 12th, you mentioned one. That's a networking social that evening at Don Chalilo's Sunrise Cantina. And Dugan Paint is our co-sponsor of that. Dugan does a lot around here, painting, flooring, a lot of work around here at the lake. If you go to 5 houses around here, I guarantee a part of that house has probably got something from Dugan's Paint and Flooring. Then September, I got to throw this one out here. September 12th, we got this big thing going on, 12th through the 17th, Bike Fest. Have you heard of that thing?
I have heard of that.
You've heard of that thing. We got Bike Fest. I am an Air Force veteran, and our American Legion is actually sponsoring a Veterans Memorial Ride on September 15th. Now, that's open to anybody. You don't have to be a veteran. We want to support and honor our veterans here at the lake. So meet us over at the VFW around 10 o'clock. We'll have a breakfast by donation. We're going to have kickstands up about 11:30 and meet over and get an escorted ride by law enforcement from the VFW to the American Legion post over in Sunrise Beach. So I tell you, last year we had over 150 bikes. It's an amazing event.
That's awesome. So if somebody wants to get involved in the Chamber of Commerce, what's their best bet? What's the doorstep into the Chamber? How would you suggest somebody to kind of introduce themselves to y'all?
So actually coming to one of our Coffee with the Chambers, come to one of our networking socials, check us out on our website at lakewestchamber.com. We've got Facebook site. Check out Lake West Chamber Facebook page. And then also, if you want to, give me a call. I'm 573-374-5500. Give us a call. Either Andrea or myself would be more than happy to sit down with you, either take the call or come visit you at your location. We'd love to actually come out to your location because we want to see what your business is all about.
Yeah, and we just tagged you guys in our post about this interview on our Facebook page. As a matter of fact, our social media sponsor is Lake West Excavating. Oh. So working with the Lake West Chamber and everything like that. And so appreciate. This is the halftime show brought to you by Heritage Bank of the Ozarks. We're about 9.5 minutes into halftime. Before the end of halftime, Lakers lead this ball game against the Waynesville Tigers. We're talking to Mike Koningsman from the Lake West Chamber of Commerce. He is the executive director. Mike, any last-minute messages you want to send out to Laker Nation?
You know what? Love watching Laker football. Love watching Laker Nation, whether it's football, basketball. I love watching wrestling, by the way. Volleyball is an amazing sport. Baseball, I grew up and I played college baseball. So you know what? I love coming out to these ball games, no matter what it is, coming out and supporting these kids. And the band did an amazing job. I know we kept talking over it, but I was watching and they did an amazing job. Yes. Got to give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely. Mike, thank you so much for coming on and joining us. You are listening to the Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report. Come back for more, from stats to highlights, and analysis from the first half on your home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
Every year we remember 9/11. This year the Ride for Freedom is on September the 10th. The U.S. military and first responders protect and fight for our freedom. So we are providing them with a day on the lake with travels to Truman Dam and back. This free charity event starts at Sir Dyke's Port 20 at 9 o'clock. Boats and PWCs all welcome. Visit SirDykeYamaha.com to pre-register or to donate to the local charities. And never forget and never waver.
Hey there, all you thrill seekers and outdoor enthusiasts. We've got a lineup that's sure to rev up your excitement. It's time to putt-putt to the Motor Hut and experience a winning combination like never before. We're talking about the perfect blend of touchdowns on the field and perfectly manicured lawns. And the best part, when you catch the Laker football action, you'll snag the best deals at the Motor Hut's outdoor equipment paradise. Camdenton High School Laker football and the Motor Hut, your ultimate champions this season. Get ready to cheer on and transform your outdoors with us.
Hey, Lake of the Ozarks, Jason with Top Deck here, the lake's decking expert. Fall is fast approaching and we are prepared for it with some great decking products. We have our signature kiln-dried treated lumber and wood decking, mineral-based composite decking, zip-up deck drainage ceilings, and we can take care of all of your aluminum handrail and screen room needs with some great prices to go with it all. So if you are looking to improve your deck life, stop by the store in Camdenton right across from McDonald's on Highway 54, check us out on Facebook, go to laketopdeck.com, or give us a call at 866-DECK-IT-OUT, and keep living that deck life with Top Deck.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
Thanks for coming up. Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report as the Lakers lead here at the half over the Waynesville Tigers 24-7. Let's take a listen back to how we got here. It's brought to you by Stover Carpet and Drapery. These are some fun highlights from the first two quarters. Cade Durnan wants to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep down the numbers, and he connects to Carson Durnan. Carson is going to take it to the house. 53 yards. Durnan to Durnan. It's a Laker touchdown with 8:30 to go in the first.
And what a strike.
Carson Durnan in motion. Instead, Cade keeps it on the draw. Shedding tacklers inside the 5. Looking for the pylon. Touchdown Lakers. 4:07 to go in the first. 10-yard touchdown run by the Lakers. And they're now up 13-0. The direct snap this time goes to Kelsey. He runs right. He's got some space to the 10, to the 5. It's going to be a Waynesville touchdown, barring a penalty flag. I don't see one. And the Tigers are on the board. 3:58 to go in the second quarter. Second down and long. Cade wants to fire towards the end zone. Wide open, making the catch for a touchdown is Blake Ford. And the Lakers extend this first half lead. It's 20-7, a minute 39 to go in the first half. Snap is good. Kick off the boot of Willard. It's good. As the clock hits 000, a 28-yard field goal by Owen Borbet gives the Lakers a 24-7 lead. Stover Carpet and Drapery bring you those highlights as the Lakers lead here by a score of 24-7. Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report. Some stats, Sammy's Insider BG Tree Service Score Center when we come back here on the Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report. Laker football powered by Poly the Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
GFL Environmental, formerly WCA, has staying power because their trash removal services are taken seriously. Their mission is to advance the science, safety, and services of the solid waste and recycling industries. GFL portable toilets for construction sites and outdoor events. From that first call to set up your service to that first pickup, you'll be glad you contacted GFL Environmental. Visit GFLENV.com or call 800-358-7274.
Attention parents, State Fair Community College is your source for dual credit courses. Taking dual credit courses means your high school student can earn college credit at a significant discount. In fact, dual credit courses at State Fair Community College are free for students who qualify for free or reduced lunches. Get a jump on college, save big in tuition. Enroll your student in dual credit courses at State Fair Community College. Visit www.sfccmo.edu/dual credit or call 660-530-5800. 3833.
Carpet and Drapery carries only the best carpet, vinyl, ceramic tile, and wood flooring. Do you know where to start with purchasing basic floor covering? It's simple. Just spend a few minutes with the experts at Stover Carpet in their showroom. Before you go, or while you're headed to Stover's, make mental notes on prices, trends, and styles. The experts at Stover Carpet can educate you about installation and cleaning. Find out where the difference begins at an Ozark family-owned original, Stover Carpet and Drapery on Highway 54 in Camdenton.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
Inside the Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report, Camdenton leads the Waynesville Tigers by a score of 24-7 in this week 3 of high school football action. Let's pay a visit right now inside our BG Tree Service Score Center. That's where we find Sammy Stava. An update on all of the action here tonight. Some good games to be sure. Sammy, take it away.
Yes, thank you, Brendan. It is halftime around week 3, and Lebanon is putting on a statement right now down in Springfield as they lead Kickapoo 21-0 at the break. And in Class 5, District 5 battle, Helias leads battle 34-0 at halftime down in Columbia. And locally, Osage is hanging in there with Blair Oaks, but the Indians trail the Falcons 28-14 at halftime. From the BG Tree Service Score Center, I'm Sammy Stava. Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Sammy. Great stuff. We'll be checking in a little bit later on tonight. Luke is back with me here as we'll fire up some stats, and those are powered by Econolift Boat Lift tonight, Luke. And as we kind of built out our Mid-City Lumber game plan at the start of the contest. Parr was talking about no turnovers, and the Lakers have turned it over on downs, but the offense efficient, and Luke, at times, the offense explosive.
Yeah, some big explosive play. That big 53-yard Durnan to Durnan touchdown was his third pass of the night. But Cade has 258 yards through the air. He has, looks like 7 yards on the ground. The stats are a little different format this week, but so your top receivers, Kyle Edson, he's got 23 yards on 2 catches. Carson Durnan has 83 yards on 3 catches. Owen Borbet has, doing some quick math here,
like reading Greek over there.
Yeah, it's a little weird. He's got looks like about 49 yards on 4 catches. Blake Ford has 3 or 4 yards on a couple catches. Braden Shepard has 69 yards on 4 catches. So yeah, spreading the ball around there quite a bit. Yeah, I'm trying to do some
works for me
deciphering here, but basically the most important stat is the Lakers are winning this ballgame.
Econolift Boat Lift powers those stats, building quality boat lifts right here in the USA. Find them online at econolift.com. Back for the second half in 1 minute. This has been the Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report. Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
As the bumps and bruises of football season and life build up on our bodies, wouldn't it be nice to soak away those issues in a brand new Bullfrog Spa from Pacific Pools? Enjoy stepping away from the rigors of life, the aches and pains of past and current injuries, arthritis, or stress of the workday. Get yourself into Pacific Pools and order your new Bullfrog Spa today. That now only takes under 21 days to construct and ship. Listen to the Lakers, take the field, all while soaking in your new Bullfrog Spa.
The eyes have it all at Lensmart Optical.
Right away.
Their staff provides the eye care and eyewear you need to look your best. They offer quality eye exams for contacts or glasses with a variety of the latest frames to fit every price range. Lensmart Optical is the only lens provider at the lake that offers same-day service on single vision glasses. Visit their offices in Osage Beach or Camdenton. Dr. Brett Coons and Dr. Aaron Gagno accept patients of all ages and most insurance plans. Lensmart Optical would love to help you with all your vision needs.
The halftime show has been sponsored by Heritage Bank of the Ozarks. Now get ready for more Camdenton Lakers high school football action with Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn, and Jace Nicholas from the Kenny Carroll broadcast booth.
Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report is a wrap. Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Let's check in with Jace down on the sidelines. His updates brought to you by Lensmart Optical, HMI Fireplace Shop. Jace, what did Parr have to say coming out after Again, pretty good first half.
Coach Pitt said he wants to see a lot more of the same from his team. That means consistent defense, need to wrap up, make better tackles, just do their jobs. Cornerbacks need to do a little bit better job of maintaining that outside presence. He said that was really the only breakdown they had on defense. They had that one drive where they got a little bit tired, but that was because those corners got beat to the outside and those interior D-line wore down a little bit towards the end of those drives. Offensively, they're going to just try to execute a little bit better, make those catches. There's a few drop balls. We're looking forward to doing that. They're expecting Waynesville to maybe come out in the spread a little bit. That's what they did last week when they were down, and they're ready to defend that as well.
Jace, I'd have to think the way Waynesville operated in that first half, they've got to be a little more urgent now, right? I mean, you're down 24-7 there. They're going to have to try to attack downfield here.
Well, yeah, you're not going to come out and get back into this game running the ball like they were. Now, if they were to score on 2 drives pretty quickly, then maybe they could get back to that run game a little bit. But there's just not enough time on the clock to run that offense that they like to and get back in the game while also trying to stop Camdenton more than 3 times. That's going to be a tall task if they don't switch that offense up a little bit.
Jace, his updates brought to you by Lensmart Optical down on the sidelines. HMI Fireplace Shop fires up Jace's eyebrows down there on the sideline. And Luke, ready to start this third quarter.
Yeah, we talked about it in the opening about the Lake Ozark Water and Sewer Football Lab about the word rebound, to return to an earlier and better condition, to bounce back through the air after hitting a hard surface or object, to recover in value, amount, or strength after a previous decrease or decline. I think the Lakers have done that in the first half. They need to continue it here in the second half and use that to kind of propel them forward through the rest of the Ozark Conference season and on to districts. Districts is down the line, but every week matters when it comes to those rankings.
First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff as Finn is going to put a boot in the one for the Tigers, and the Lakers and Borbet will field it at the 15, 25, 30 as he tried to follow his blockers, bottled up at the 33-yard line, a return of 18 yards. Lakers have it 1st and 10, up 24-7. Your Smith and Gustafson Law Firm score.
Shout out to number 71, the senior Nathaniel Reap. He got on a block there. He's one of those guys in that front line of the front line blockers. He got on a block, put his man on the ground, and stayed with him through the end of the play. He made sure his guy was not making the tackle, and now he's back out there on the field.
He's one of those High Brothers Hoggies for sure, making a special teams assist there, if you will, for the Lakers on 1st and 10. Cade sets up a screen for Shepard and dropped the ball. And we talked a lot about just right there with Jace a second ago, efficient offense, explosive offense, and a drop pass we would not file that, Luke, under efficient.
No, and he had blockers out in front of him in Ford and We've seen him do that a number of times already this season. Get in behind big numbers.
Hi, brothers. Hoggy's doing some work. Durnan takes the snap, feels some pressure, flushed out, rolls to his left, reverses his field, down the boundary again, into traffic, and it's somehow caught by Shepard. Butcher shot first down inside the Pacific Pools red zone. What a catch.
What a catch indeed. There were 5 men in the area, 3 of them Tigers, 2 of them Lakers, and number 88, the senior receiver Braden Shepard, comes over with a big catch and puts him inside the Pacific Pools red zone.
You're trying to find some traffic cones down there. There was so much congestion around the 10-yard line, and he brings it in. And now we're going to get a call here from the White Hat.
Carson George is actually going to come out of this ball game.
Might be an equipment issue there. Doesn't appear to be banged up. I don't know if Jace can get a look down there or not.
I think his helmet just came off the previous play. It's standard. If your helmet comes off, no matter how it does, you got to come off for a play.
Inside the Pacific Pools red zone on 1st and goal from the 10. Cade rolling to his right. Is going to dump one. Incomplete. Was forcing Ford to maybe make a one-handed catch. Couldn't quite reel it in. 2nd down.
Yeah, Ford couldn't quite get turned around to make himself available. Cade needed to get rid of that ball, and unfortunately it falls harmlessly to the ground. But the Lakers still have a 3 plays here from the 10-yard line. See what they can't make. Try to extend this 24-7 lead.
Operating from the left hash on 2nd and goal from the 10. Cade trying to get that Waynesville defense to jump maybe again. Lakers up 24-7. Trying to tack another one on here. 3 receivers to the right of Cade. Takes the snap. Looks right. Throws underneath. Edson makes the catch, but he's immediately dropped after a gain of 3, maybe 4. Tackle made by Johnny Hedrick. Sets up 3rd down and goal.
Positive yardage there. Got a little engineering closer to the end zone here. But yeah, you got to imagine. Although we did see the Lakers take the 3 at that last drive at the end of the half.
They sure did. A successful 28-yard field goal by Willard DeMott. This is Edson rolling to his left, throwing against his body for the end zone, again into traffic. This time incomplete. And Shepard again in the traffic. Couldn't bring it in, and good to see Braden pop up because he took a hit there.
Took a hit, a little slow to get up, but his teammates come over and get him up, and he looks no worse for the wear.
9:39, New Spring Wellness Center time check to play here in the 3rd.
Looks like the offense will stay on the field here for the Lakers, so either way,
I like the call even more than there at the end of the first half, like we said, putting Willard in that game situation, time-sensitive spot for that field goal. Play action. Edson down the right sideline, and it's intercepted inside the end zone.
No harm, no foul, really, though.
Making the tackle was Stamper, who was getting a look there on the offensive line. Ball carrier, became the ball carrier after the pick. Tackled across the 5-yard line. It's 1st down and 10 for the Waynesville Tigers. Jace Nicholas down there on the sideline. Jace was probably right where the play happened. Jace, did you get a good look at that?
Yeah, there was nothing there. Cade was trying to make something happen, and that dude it's hard to see him. He's short, He just kind of jumped in the passing lane, and great play by the linebacker.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Direct snap C. Brings it out across the 10. Where he was stopped. Not a lot there as that Laker defensive line closed up fast.
A lot of eye candy on that play. Some fakes, some motions, some various other things going on there. But when it all comes down to a simple play up the middle, but trying to use that eye candy to get those aggressive Laker defenders to bite on those fakes and basically block a guy without blocking him.
Direct snap this time to Kelsey Jr. Mellencamp lending his shoulder in there to help keep him at bay after a short gain. Brings up 3rd down. Not a lot of urgency being shown here by Waynesville.
Surprising.
In their first series of this second half, down 24-7. Again, that worked pretty well when you knew you were within a possession and trying to limit the Laker possessions. But now you've got to find a way for not necessarily a quick strike, but they do not look to be in much of a hurry here. Purple Haze defense chant.
do believe Jeff Mellencamp's the one who's leading that for the Laker fans.
On the end around, that was Josh Way who got popped.
Was that
Oak Star Bank played a bank on. Thought it might have been Willard DeMott over there giving a hand.
I saw a 6 in there, so I didn't know if it was 26 or straight 6. But either way, it's 4th down. Carson Durnan goes back to about the 50-yard line, about in the middle of the seat to return this punt.
Great character check. Laker defense came out there. You hate to drive all the way down the field like we did, lay a potato in the red zone, but great bounce back, rebound, like you said, Luke, by the Camdenton Laker defense, stopping the Waynesville offense right there.
We talked about this defense playing angry tonight, playing with passion. They did so right there on that defensive series. Here's a short kick, and Carson's going to let it roll out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So the special teams that we lauded earlier, they were pinned deep inside their own territory there. That's going to be a punt that ultimately winds up to be about 27, 28 yards. Lakers have it 1st and 10 on the plus side of the field.
Officials timeout here, a little water break action, I do believe. Giving these guys a chance during the change of possession to kind of catch their breath, get a little hydrated. But I think the Lakers are anxious to get back out on the field as Jace so eloquently described it, laying a potato down in the red zone. I like that. I'm stealing that one, Jaser.
I got challenged by the student section to throw some weird words in there tonight. Potato was one of them. I thought it was an appropriate time to do that.
All right, well, just be careful with your words, Jace. We know how sometimes they get away from you.
1st and 10 Laker offense. Moving right to left. Motioning into the backfield. Seeks. He gets it on the jet sweep. He's got some room inside the 30. Taking a tackler with him all the way down to the 27-yard line. Close to the line to gain. I think he got it.
Yeah, he got it. It gets in behind big number 73, Garrett Hilton, who was clearing the path for him. A big tackle, making some waves out there for this Purple Tide 5 wide.
Hilton and those high brothers, Hoggies, up front, paving the way. A 13-yard gain by Seeks. Butcher Shop 1st down.
And if you're a Tiger defender and you see a 6'2", 270-pounder with momentum like he had on that play coming your way, it's best just to give it up.
1st and 10, motioning into the backfield again. Seeks. He gets the ball right up the middle, but he's stacked up this time. Not a lot of room. You don't want Mitchell necessarily running between the tackles, Luke. You want to get him off on the edge in space.
No, but you do got to keep him honest, because sometimes these plays aren't necessarily for this game. They're setting things up for down the line, and if it forces the other teams in the Ozark Conference who will be watching this tape to know, hey, he might go between the tackles sometimes.
Cade setting up a screen for Edson. Bouncing it to the outside, 1st down and more. Flag flies in as he spun at the 15, down at the 10, but it would certainly be in the territory of a hold as a top deck penalty flag comes out again. Top deck, you're home of the 50-year deck.
I got to give this officiating crew, I think, is doing a pretty good job tonight.
Consistent.
Defer to Jace on that. But oftentimes when you see a penalty, it's not just a flag coming from one of the officials. It's coming from multiple officials and multiple angles. That means they're on the same page, they're seeing the same things, and they're interpreting the play in the same way. You don't just have a rogue official out there making calls on his own. It's a real team effort out there. Oftentimes you talk about the 2 teams on the field, but in reality there are 3 teams on the field: the offense, the defense, and the officiating crew.
The penalty backs them up, and now operating behind the chains on 2nd down and 13. As Durnan throws down the seam, it's caught to the goal line. Touchdown! And it's Durnan to Durnan again for a 6-point play.
That moving pocket that Cade is so comfortable throwing out of finds his brother just outside the end zone. Carson brings it in. Just a little spin move there and puts it in for 6. Extend this lead for the Lakers 30-7 with 9 minutes, 43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Lakers starting to pour it on here against the Waynesville Tigers.
Carson Durnan, our Polylift player spotlight tonight, living up to it. He's got 2 scores, and the Laker lead is now 23, about to be 24 with this PAT. And it is your Smith & Gustafson Law Firm score. Camdenton 31, Waynesville 7. It's Laker football powered by Poly Lift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
With school in full swing, busy schedules can make dinner time challenging. Hi, this is Chris at the Butcher Shop. Come see us for easy and healthy dinner options, with roast for the slow cooker and lots of ready-made sides. We're here to help make your dinner time less hectic and more enjoyable. We also offer the highest quality lunch meats, perfect for those school lunches. Give us a call at 573-346-6665. We are located behind Central Bank in Camdenton, or online at butchershopathelake.com.
You're listening to the Lakers on 93.5 Rocks.
That Durnin to Durnin touchdown pass and catch is our Anna Marie Hopkins Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark Realty. Smarter move of the game. Call Anna Marie at 573-544-3587. She can prove there's a smarter move, and she's got a catchy jingle on her commercial as well, Luke. I'm not sure if you've heard it. I think you have. I know you have.
Might have heard it a time or two.
You'll recognize it when you hear it. This is a First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff. It's going to go out of bounds.
It's one thing this Laker special teams needs to clean up. I understand what you're trying to do, pin him over on the sidelines there, and it's worked out for him a couple times. When he gets the right kind of English on the ball, it kind of dies or even kind of like rolls back into the middle there, but gonna have to kind of clean that one up and start figuring out how to achieve the same goal without it going out of bounds.
Top deck penalty flag goes against the Lakers here, gives Waynesville good field position, but 5:43 New Spring Wellness Center time check. Lakers have a 31-7 lead midway through this third quarter. Direct snap goes to Kelsey Jr. Tried to bounce it to the outside and couldn't do it. Sam DeMott tripped him up initially at the point of attack and might have gotten half a yard.
Yeah, DeMott is just so instinctual. He's able to fight through blocks. He's not one of the larger linebackers. He's not like your prototypical linebacker build, but he's able to use his size and strength to fight through blocks, make violent tackles.
Again, operating out of this tight formation. There's motion, and there's a C getting the ball. He's got a head of steam up the middle, tripped up as he brings it across, ending up 3rd down and 2.
Violence. He's a violent player. He's able to, break through that initial line there. He's got speed. He runs with some anger, and that flowing mane that comes out of the back of his helmet adds to the intimidation factor, in my opinion.
A C and Kelsey Jr. are those backs back there. And how about a job? Mellencamp got back there. Edson got back there. The initial tackle was missed, but you saw Mellencamp right there to help stop the momentum and bring Asi down, setting up 4th down. Oak Star Bank played a bank on.
4th down and decision time. Decision time for the Tigers here.
Need to get Luke a new microphone for next week.
Yeah, I got to work on that.
4:03 to go in this third quarter. It's 4th down for this Tiger offense in the third quarter. I'll see in Kelsey Jr. It's Kelsey Jr. taking the snap, bouncing it to the outside, and the Lakers are going to stop him short. Sterling Cedarwall was over there. It's going to be a quiet side, quick shot, change of possession, give the ball back to the Lakers. 1st down and 10 at the Waynesville 43-yard line. 3:46 to go in the third.
What a stop there by the Purple Haze. Gives the ball back to the Purple Tide 5 wide in Tiger territory. A chance to extend this 31-7 lead. And this half, the game's not over for sure. The Tigers, something crazy could happen. The Tigers can come back. But I think the Lakers need to use this half to continue to grow, continue to develop, continue to build confidence to go into the rest of this Ozark Conference season.
1st and 10, Lakers. Durnin setting up a screen to Shepard, turns it downfield, lowers his shoulder, has the 1st down and more. Breaking tackle, still on his feet to the 20. Shepard to the 10, forced out of bounds. Will set up 1st down and goal to go for the Lakers as he would not be denied.
gotta love that fight out of your senior, number 88, Braden Shepard. Is not satisfied with just the first down. Wants all he can get. And he just wanted it more than those Tiger defenders. They tried to bring him down, and they thought they brought him down, but he knew that he had more to give, and the Lakers are in business inside the Pacific Pools red zone.
33 yards, first and goal from the 10, operating from the left hash. Cade will roll to his right. Chase down from behind, throws for the end zone, in and out of the hands. It might have been deflected as well. Edson couldn't quite bring it in the deep corner of the end zone.
And now Edson's down on the ground. They're Carson Durnan waving for the trainers to get out there. But yeah, that was a Cade Durnan fastball to the grill that I think it just kind of ate him up just quicker. He did not expect that to get there as quick as it did.
I'm not sure if Carson thought the injury was a little worse there for Edson. He's hobbling off the field under his own power, but might have felt that right hamstring come up and nip him a little bit there. Got a timeout on the field, powered by our good friends and our lodging partners over at the resort at Lake of the Ozarks. And I've told you about their great friendly staff. They couldn't be nicer. Customer service, folks, it still matters here today. If you're coming down for a trip to hang out at the lake and maybe watch your Lakers, go find the folks over at the resort at Lake of the Ozarks. That's theresortlakeozark.com. Lakers coming out of this timeout. It's second down and goal. Ball at the 10-yard line. Operating from the left hash. Cade to his left, throws for the end zone. It's caught. A little pitch and catch and a hat trick for Carson Durnan, our Poly Lift player spotlight tonight.
1, 2, 3 touchdowns for the junior. What a job by number 11. Hooking up with his brother 3 times tonight. He's our player spotlight. I have a feeling he might have a place on our post-game show as well. Carson is really kind of showing out. Maybe we need to interview the junior every week.
And I tell you what, parents, if you're listening out there, you're going to need to make a case for your youngster to get on as our player spotlight, because look at what happens when you do it. Carson Durnan coming through big tonight. The PAT by Willard DeMott is good. Your Smith and Gustafson Lakers score is Camdenton 38, Waynesville 7. It's Laker football powered by Poly Lift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
At Summit Natural Gas, we believe enjoying the comforts and convenience of natural gas throughout your home should be easy. There are countless ways you can use natural gas, from cooking to heating, all with the benefit of knowing there's no need to worry about the hassles of outages or scheduling deliveries. Call us today at 1-800-927-0787 or visit summitnaturalgas.com to learn more. That's 1-800-927-0787 or visit us at summitnaturalgas.com to learn more.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
Jace Nicholas on the sidelines. His updates brought to you by LensMart Optical. His eyebrows powered by HMI Fireplace Shop. Hello, Jace.
I'm just going to say Carson Durnan is in the zone tonight. He's stoic. It's like he's got a toga on, like the student section down here. He is in his bag tonight.
He sure is. 3 touchdowns, the hat trick for Carson Durnan already tonight. We still got a fourth quarter to play. Lakers up suddenly by 31 points.
Okay.
Off the kickoff here, and that's your First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff. Waynesville brings the ball out to the 35-yard line. They'll begin at first down and 10, 3:10 to go here in the third quarter. We're going to get Luke taken care of here.
Yeah, how about that? Let's try number 3. I'm on 3 now.
There
we go. Oh, yeah. Ooh, super loud. All right.
First and 10, Waynesville. They've got the ball at their own 35-yard line. Direct snap this time goes to a C, running left, trying to turn the corner. Does on Shepard's got the first down and more. Running with that head of steam as he brings it onto the plus side of the field. They're going to mark him out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 23 yards and a Waynesville first down.
Tons of football left to play here. As you mentioned, we've still got 3 minutes left in the third quarter, got an entire fourth quarter to go. All of a sudden, Waynesville in Laker territory. But you never really felt like the Lakers had lost control of this game. At certain points, the Waynesville Tigers have had bursts and have shown some promise, but the Lakers clearly in charge. But right now, you still got to stay focused and clamp down here and not let them cut into this lead.
Direct snap goes to Kelsey Jr., breaks one tackle, but can't break. Tackles by Willard DeMott and Colin Stamper as they wrangle him down after a short loss.
You got a Tiger player whose helmet goes flying down.
Cow, how did it flew like 20 yards.
He got tangled up with Spencer Mellencamp, and I think he thought he was going to get the better of him, but Spencer said, sorry, man, go fetch your helmet about 20 yards down the field. And then Spencer gave the classic shoulder shrug like, what? What did I do? I didn't do anything. That's a savvy senior making a savvy senior play right there.
Absolutely right. I didn't do anything. It's always the guy that reacts, Luke, not the guy that starts it. Remember that.
I've learned that lesson from my dad a long, long time ago.
Second down and 11 for the Tigers. Ball at the Laker 44. Lakers up by 31 points. Those split backs behind the quarterback. We got a top deck penalty flag. It might be against the Tigers.
It comes from the referee from behind the play.
It's going to be a timeout, actually.
Okay. I think was it nearly a delay, and then that's what kind of happened.
Let's take a timeout as well. Lakers up by a score of 38-7. Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
For 25 years, Lake Ozark Water and Sewer in Camdenton has been an industry leader in wastewater and drinking water services. They perform water testing in their state-certified lab with results in just 24 hours, serving HOAs, condominiums, municipalities, and more. Lake Ozark Water and Sewer certified operators provide sample collection, operations, and maintenance services for lift stations, wastewater treatment facilities, and drinking water systems. Call 346-2092. Lake Ozark Water and Sewer. There's clean water in your future.
You're listening to the Lakers on 93.5 Rocks.
Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn with you inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Jace Nicholas down on the sidelines. His updates are brought to you by Lensmart Optical, HMI Fireplace Shop, Sammy Stava, inside our BG Tree Service Score Center. Mike Anthony is back in Osage Beach as the Village people rain down here at Bob Shore Stadium as we hit 9 o'clock. KRMS Osage Beach, powered by the Motor Hut. Putt on down to the Motor Hut as we've got second down and long here, I should say, for the Tigers.
I got to tell you, Brendan, nothing gets me more fired up for high school football than a little bit of Village people.
The kids love it, I guess.
Jeff Mellencamp loves it. He's down there not only leading the crowd in the Purple Haze chants, he's leading them in the YMCA dance as well. I have video proof of it that you can find on Twitter. Luke of the Ozarks.
The crowd certainly does get into it. We're inside that Serdike Yamaha 2-minute warning. Here's the thing. Waynesville has the ball. They're not in a hurry. They are doing the Lakers a favor here, milking the clock. This thing is, we're going to be to the fourth quarter in a blink of an eye here. This is third down and long. Ball at the 42. This is Asi trying to bounce it. He's got some room to the outside, but he's forced running wide by Shepard. Shepard's had a very good night here defensively after he had that interception a week ago. Real multifaceted player doing it on both ends, offense and defense for the Lakers. 88's been a real valuable piece to this puzzle. Inside a minute now to play in this third. New Spring Wellness Center time check. Third down and make it fourth down and 6 for the Tigers. From the 39-yard line of the Lakers. And again, some movement up front. Flag flies in. Who were the perpetrators this time? The last time it was actually a timeout. This time it will be against the Lakers. They got him to jump again. That's, maybe 4 times, Luke?
Yeah,
They've jumped into the neutral zone?
It's one of the things, again, with the very last minute of the third quarter, leading 38-7. It gives you, you might think you let your guard down a little bit, but this is a chance. This is a valuable time for the Lakers to learn some lessons, clean some things up, especially the penalties.
So now 4th down and short. Asi following Kelsey Jr.'s blocks. He's forced out of bounds right near the line to gain. The Lakers did a good job to bottle him up and not allow him to turn the corner. And this might take a measurement, and he's going to have it. Probably by maybe the nose of the football or so. 1st and 10, Waynesville at the Laker 32-yard line. But again, 19 seconds now on the clock.
Defensive coordinator Cole Walker certainly wants to keep this damage to 7 points for the Tigers, but it looks like the Tigers are going to be content to go into the fourth quarter trailing the Lakers 38-7 because they're going to let this clock run out.
4th quarter coming up, folks. Sammy will be inside our BG Tree Service Score Center when we come back. Lakers up by a score of 38-7. Camdenton Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
Hi, this is Anna Marie Hopkins with Smarter Move Real Estate Group, powered by Ozark.
Construct steel buildings and provide a variety of other services. Ireland Construction strives to meet and exceed the needs of their customers in a timely manner within your budget. Visit their Facebook page to view some awesome pictures. If you're thinking about a construction project, contact the best at the lake. Russell Ireland, Ireland Construction, 573-434-0786.
We bleed purple. Do you? It's Laker football on 93.5 Rocks.
Lakers up 38-7. Let's go to the BG Tree Service Score Center. Sammy Stavo standing by as games are now running late. Sammy.
Yes, thank you, Brendan. Week 3 is coming down to the wire, and right now, Lebanon leads Kickapoo 34-0 late in the fourth quarter on the road in Springfield. Meanwhile, another score to note, and it's a good one, as Nixa leads Carthage 28-21 at the end of the third quarter. From the BG Tree Service Score Center, I'm Sammy Stava. Guys, back to you for the fourth.
Thank you very much, Sammy. And, wow, what a number Lebanon doing on Kickapoo here tonight after Kickapoo down the Lakers last week. That is a statement being made by a Lebanon team in the top 10 in Class 5 right now, Luke. In a Class 5 that is loaded, but it's situated differently than it was last year.
Yeah, and I think that's puts them in what's called the catbird seat when it comes to the Ozark
Conference. The Ozark Conference, right.
And probably their district as well.
1st and 10, Waynesville. This is Kelsey Jr. trying to follow after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Coming off the bottom of the pile, a couple Lakers, Mellencamp among them, also shouting out Caden Bowen for the first time tonight. 2nd down and 8 coming up just inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Bowen came in tonight with 10 tackles on the season, but yeah, the first time you've called his name so far.
This is a C on the keeper as he leans forward. Got a yard, maybe 2. And seeing that front, I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with the Lakers, that High Brothers front, Luke, and how they've been able to kind of close the gaps between the tackles. Waynesville has had their success bouncing it to the outside.
Yeah, and I think they've learned, and I think a message is going to go out to the rest of the Ozark Conference. It's going to be tough sledding running between the tackles against these Lakers. Now, when we head down to Laclede County here in a couple weeks, it might be a different story.
On 3rd down. This is Asi again bouncing to the outside. This is where he has his success. But how about kniving in there for the stop? We've called his name a few times again tonight. That was Colin Stamper with the tackle, and it sets up 4th down. Oakstar Bank played a bank on there for Colin. And we talked at the start of the program here tonight. Mid-City Lumber, our Mid-City Lumber game plan for the defense. Play with passion in this rivalry game against the Tigers. And I think they've shown a lot of passion on defense tonight. And they've got a chance here to probably shut the door on this game if you stop the Tigers on 4th down and 6. C this time wants to bounce it to the left side. He's going to get bottled up and dropped for a loss, bringing him down. How about that? It's Joshua Balderas, and it's a quiet side, quick shot, change of possession.
Joshua Balderas fought through a block, got in the backfield, and brought him down. What a play by number 65, your captain, your leader on that defensive line, Joshua Balderas, coming up huge right there. What a play, man. We've seen him make impact plays. Last year, we start to see him make some noise. He's named a captain this year. He's really coming after it tonight. And he just capped it all off with that play right there.
1st and 10 Lakers, flushed running right is Durnan, and he lost the football.
Did not see that coming. Didn't feel it coming.
From his blind side.
He's been protected so well tonight by his Hoggies that I think he just kind of was expecting to have plenty of time to throw that ball down the field. He gets popped in the back. The ball falls out, and not much you can do for it. And it kind of gives this Tiger team a little bit of life here with 9 minutes 45 seconds left in the ball game. Defensive coordinator Cole Walker has the pressure put right back on him here to try to keep it at 7 points. Defensive coordinators like to keep a clean slate, but if you can keep it in the single digits, you feel like you've done a pretty good job on the defensive end.
Another key for head coach Park Pitts tonight was the turnover battle, and this is a turnover battle that the Lakers at the moment aren't winning. Unless you talk, and we're not going to count the turnover on downs, but you give it back to Waynesville, and suddenly they've got another glimmer here of hope. This is Kelsey Jr. with a burst of speed, is going to take it to the house for his second touchdown of the night, 24 yards, and just like that, Waynesville says, not so fast, don't fire that bus up quite yet. 38-13 the score now, 9:35 to go in the fourth. What an answer there by the Tigers. They've got a long way to go, but they're showing a lot of character here in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, they certainly haven't given up. We've seen some Tiger teams in the past who maybe in the same situation might kind of fold it in, but that really is a testament to this group of kids out there and the head coach, Kyle Barkley, to kind of keep their guys fighting here late in this game when it seems like all hope has been lost.
Finn's extra point is good. Your Smith and Gustafson score. Camdenton 38, Waynesville 14. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and KRMS TV.
Allie Home and Howe Funeral Home, your hometown funeral service provider, has been proudly supporting Camdenton and the surrounding communities for 90 years. At Allie Home and Howe Funeral Home, we believe in giving back, remaining visible, and serving the communities that have welcomed us through the years. Our hometown staff is active in volunteering at local organizations. Brett Edson and the staff at Allie Home and Howe Funeral Home are proud supporters of Camdenton Laker athletics, and we wish all of our student athletes the best of luck in the upcoming season.
1, 2, 3, Lakers!
Begin with Jace Nicholas. His updates are brought to you by Lensmart Optical HMI Fireplace Shop. Jace, what kind of angle did you have there on the lost fumble by Cade?
I was kind of right there, kind of saw it 45-degree angle if we were going to get technical. But no, he just wound up, and as he was winding up to throw the ball, he got hit and just kind of came out. Unfortunate play. As he matures, you want him to maybe hold on to that ball and secure it to the ground, feel the pressure around him.
Well, so oftentimes he oftentimes has two hands on the ball, like before he throws it. It kind of looks awkward at times like that, and it's really does a good job to protect the ball. That time it just got away from him a little bit. Oh, a little onside-er.
First State Bank Mortgage team last in kickoff. The ball will rumble out of bounds. A top deck penalty flag that will put the Lakers in very good field position.
Yeah, kind of sniffed that one out, thought it might be coming. And Lakers didn't necessarily look ready for it themselves, but fortunately for them, the ball just kind of trickles out of bounds, and Lakers get to take possession with decent field position here. Leading the Waynesville Tigers 38-14. 9 minutes, 35 seconds left in the ball game. And I think about 30 seconds left in this headset before I throw it into the... there it goes again.
Serenity now, Luke. Serenity now. That's all you can do.
As one of my mentors, Joe Beth, taught me inhale pink, exhale blue.
First and 10 Lakers from their own 37-yard line. And that's Durnan throwing to Shepard, who turns it upfield down the left sideline and is going to have a butcher shop first down. Yards after the catch, big there for Shepard.
Yeah, Carson Durnan, who is kind of the early leader for that butcher shop, Golden Pork Chop Award at the end of the game. But Shepard saying, not so fast. I want my name in there too. I got a taste of it during the Jamboree.
Durnan moving those feet in the pocket, dancing, and finds a wide open receiver, and it's Shepard again, moving the chains again on an 18-yard pass and catch. Butcher shop first down, 9:14 to go in the ball game.
Like to see the Lakers put together just a nice, clean scoring drive here, put one in before the end of the game, and so you leave with some good vibes, right? You spread around to some more guys and just really put some more diverse offense on tape.
Seeks gets it on the jet sweep, trying to turn the corner, running right. He does. 25, lowers his shoulder to the 20. Mitchell Seeks delivering a little punishment as he picks up an 8 or 9 yard run for number 1.
Man, Reap again, the senior guard. He, for a big fella, he's got good feet. He's able to get to the outside. He's able to maneuver in space, find guys to put a hand on. And if I were a running back, I'd like to run behind number 71 myself.
Those High brothers, Hoggies, doing some work, operating from the right hash. Durnan rolling left, looks downfield, throws for the end zone for Shepard, goes up, makes the catch, touchdown Lakers. 8:45 to go in the ball game. Durnan to Shepard, who was on fire on that drive.
Yeah, he just came alive, and man, just another weapon for Durnan to throw to. Number 88, the senior, really showing out here in his senior season. We saw it in the Jamboree. We've seen it on both sides of the field, offensively and defensively. But man, what a weapon. And the more weapons in this offense, the more fun it can be.
Give that man the Golden Pork Chop Award. He's tearing it up, offense, defense. I love the personalities we have in that receiving corps.
Line drive kick by Willard DeMott is good. Your Smith and Gustafson score. Camdenton 45, Waynesville 14. It's Laker football powered by Poly the Boat Lifts. 93.5 rocks the lake and KRMS TV.
From total joint replacement to the times that matter most, our commitment runs deep.
We bleed purple. Do you? It's Laker football on 93.5 Rocks.
Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Visit KennyCarrollExcavating.com or call 573-317-0464. Kenny, I think, has been with us from the absolute very beginning of this wild and crazy journey, Luke, since 2010, doing these games together. Kenny Carroll's one of those OGs, if you will.
Yeah, yes, sir. And I know good buddies with Jared Hicks as well, and helped put together, I think one of his vehicles is featured in the Camdenton video, if I am not mistaken. But a great supporter of this community and this Laker football program.
Willard DeMott will angle this kick to the 10-yard line. Woo! And popping on a big special teams hit. We get a flag at the end of it.
Deontay Hare, what a great job. Just kind of reaches out and drags him to the ground.
Oakstar Bank played a bank on there for Deontay.
But maybe I didn't see what the flag might have been for. Did it snatch a bit of his
I almost feel like the flag was flying out as he was hitting him. Which would be...
horse collar.
That's a horse collar, okay.
We're getting some boos coming from the Laker faithful here. Crowd has thinned out significantly here in the second half. But the ones that are still here are plenty rowdy, making some noise for the boys.
First and 10 for the Tigers at their own 38-yard line after that top deck penalty. 8:39 to go in the ball game. Lakers up 45-14. And this is going to be Asi, the ball carrier, and he has popped. Dropped near the point of attack. Spencer Mellencamp was over there. Another Oak Star bank. Played a bank on. Lost a couple of yards. TFL, mark it down as the clock is winding. 8:20 and counting.
Hayden Vogler was able to penetrate there and get in the backfield almost immediately. Just overran the tackle there. But always a good sign when you see purple jerseys almost immediately in the opposing backfield.
The Lakers have been operating with most of their defenders in the box here tonight with this tight Waynesville formation. And I don't think, I want to change that. I think Waynesville's attempted one pass tonight, maybe two.
At least one for sure, I can remember.
But it's been a while since we've seen Brian Castro listed as their starting quarterback tonight on the field. And then there's the senior.
Owen Borbet checking in the ball game for Spencer Mellencamp on defense. Mellencamp's night could be done for the evening.
Again, he's still kind of, call it on a pitch count, if you will, exclusively on defense, and it's such a valuable asset on defense.
Yeah, but
all-state caliber player there. Ball goes to Asi. He's got a head of steam, midfield, down the right sideline. And the Lakers force him out. They've got some of their second-teamers out there right now.
Yeah, and like I said, I saw as Mellencamp came to the sideline, Coach Parpitz kind of grabbed him, had a couple words for him. Spencer kind of nodded his head in agreement and pulled his helmet off. So I believe his night is done. But as you mentioned, all-state caliber player there on the defensive end. He's one of those guys who kind of keeps everything in front of him, can make great sure tackles. But if he can get 100% healthy here later in the season, he may be a guy that they count on the offensive side as well.
Frankie Valladolid is out there on the defensive line with Balderas and with Dominic Poling.
Dante Harris playing some cornerback. He's a guy who's made some impact on the special teams so far. Now he's getting oh no.
There goes Kelsey Jr. Is he going to score his third touchdown? He is. He's got all three of the Tiger touchdowns, and I tell you, when he gets to the second level, watch out. Tigers have themselves a playmaker there, and Michael Kelsey Jr., who is still just a junior. 7:02 left on this fourth quarter clock, so you're hoping for the turbo clock, not happening anytime soon.
So next season, will number 20 be Michael Kelsey Sr.?
It'll be Michael Kelsey Jr. the senior.
Okay. I'm not sure how that math works and stuff like that.
Not sure there's any math if you're a junior by name and by class. You've got me confused now. Here's Finn for the PAT. Kick is up and it's good. Here's Smith and Gustafson score. Camdenton 45, Waynesville 21. We'll step aside. It's Camdenton Laker football, powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
When searching for a home loan, it's important to find a partner you can rely upon. Top producing mortgage team Mortgage Headquarters is here to help you find the perfect loan program that fits your needs. Whether it's your first home or your dream home, Mortgage Headquarters can help you own it. Their mortgage experts make it easy, helping you through every step of the process. Mortgage Headquarters is locally owned and operated with over 24 years of serving the Lake area. Visit lakeloan.com. Call 573-302-9990. NMLS 1229111.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
Inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth, 45-21. Camdenton on top of the Waynesville Tigers.
You don't like to see that score, but again, that's going to give some film work, give some things to work on. A run-heavy team like the Lebanon Yellow Jackets still to come in this season.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the holes that maybe you need to kind of shore up a little bit if you're the Lakers defensive coaching staff. And it's a lot easier to coach when you say, hey, look what happens when you miss your assignment and a guy goes 50-plus yards for a touchdown.
Again, the Lakers starting to bring some of their starters out of this ball game as we get Mitchell Seeks on an electric kick return down the right boundary. A flag was about to come out, but I think our official kept it in his pocket on that First State Bank Mortgage Team Lassen kickoff. Mitchell Seeks with an electric play.
And he's got that in him. We saw some flashes of it last season, but now here he is, another year older. He's in his senior season, he's more experienced, and he's a guy, he's a weapon for this team. He's going to make a play in one of these ball games. It's a little closer than this. It's really going to be an impact type of play.
Where did they mark him out?
They did call a flag. It's going to be this be a 15-yarder unsportsmanlike conduct of some sort.
I don't know if Jay saw it down there or not.
Yeah, it was just some unnecessary stuff on the backside of the play. Nothing. It was dumb, unnecessary.
Yeah, Whitehat's over here explaining to Par Pitts what's going on.
Top deck penalty flag.
They were 60 yards away from the play and tussling with each other.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the flag's all the way over here at the 40-yard line in Laker territory.
The side judge that I think would kept the flag in his pocket. Yeah, there was a flag thrown there on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, weird.
The ball currently positioned where Seeks brought it out to the 45, but I think they're going to walk it back 15 in terms of where they've got the sticks situated. Now, this game is kind of grinded to a halt here after...
Oh, it's against the Lakers?
That's what I thought, yeah. Again, they're looking like they're going to back this up back to the 40.
There's going to be a lot of people in the stadium that don't like that call, but it probably was the right call. Like I said, it's completely unnecessary, all the way 60 yards away from the play. We're having hand fighting, and it's just dumb.
And that's just a referee trying to send a message here with less than 7 minutes in the ball game. Lakers up 45-21. The outcome has basically been decided at this point, and just kind of telling the guys, hey, just play clean ball. Let's get through these next 6 minutes and 51 seconds and call it a night.
So 1st and 10 from the 40 for that dead ball foul. Screen ball set up. Again, Shepard trying to follow some blockers and taking tacklers with him. And he's still up.
No, he pitched it or something.
He pitched it to Ford. And he's going down the left boundary. They're going to mark him out, I think, back at the 11 or 12-yard line. So you can fire up that replay, Luke.
Yeah, he either pitched it or it came out inadvertently, but one way or another, it went from Shepard to Ford, and next thing you know, Ford was on his way to the end zone. Are they going to bring this back, though? Yeah.
Another top deck penalty flag down on the field.
Sorry to go over your call there, Brendan, but I think I saw that.
Yeah, you did. You saw it in real time, where it looked like Shepard was getting bottled up over there around the 40-yard line. I'm not sure if they threw a flag or if they're just going to mark him out back at the 25. He was trying to tightrope that left sideline, moving left to right here at Bob Shore Stadium. We've got 6:35 left on the clock, and like I said, this game is kind of grounded to a halt. We've seen a couple touchdowns by Waynesville. We've had a Camdenton touchdown. We've had multiple penalties that have required long explanations by the official, and it is a penalty against the Lakers, and again, happened during the play. So it's still 1st and 10, but it backs him up to the 36-yard line. And an inside draw, give it to Blake Ford again after he got the pitch. He's going to bring it off the right guard inside the 30-yard line down to around the 26. And that's going to be a Camdenton Butcher Shop first down.
Lakers are going to slow things down here a little bit. They're going to huddle up. Cade comes to the sideline, gets a play call directly from Nolting there.
And again, for a group that wants to be able to utilize, I think, some power football a little more this year, this gives you an opportunity to help and try and salt away a win, but you continue to run it out of this Purple Tide 5 wide. Durnan takes the snap, looks to his left, throws to his left on the screen. Again, Shepard makes the catch, making guys miss, taking tacklers with him inside the 20-yard line. Lakers will operate now inside the Pacific Pools red zone. 5:50 to go in the ball game. A Butcher Shop first down.
And again, taking their time here, very deliberate. Instead of signaling the plays in, again, Durnin comes to the sideline, gets the play, goes back to the huddle. Still in the huddle with 18 seconds left on the play clock. Breaks it with about 16 seconds left. You probably won't snap it till it's under 5.
1st and 10 from the 15. Give it to Ford, who was motioning into the backfield as he's popped by a couple of tacklers, but kept the legs churning down to around the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, maybe 6 inside the Pacific Pools red zone. Clock winding. New Spring Wellness Center time check 5:10 in the ball game. We're going to get another official stoppage, but I think we've got an injured Waynesville Tiger here. And
back on his feet, he's coming out. He's going to get sub 4.
That's Chris Scott coming off the field.
In the meantime, Lakers come to the sideline, get a chance to talk things over with their coaching staff. I think this Lakers squad would like to see a 50 burger tonight.
They're closing in on it. Wind that clock. Seeks motions into the backfield, gets it running left. He's hit and dropped. Nice play in the open field by Santana Horta.
Now, I haven't done it this year. My schedule has changed a little bit in pregame with some setup and things like that. But I think over my lifetime of coming to games here at Bob Shore Stadium, I've certainly had 50 burgers.
50 burgers? Yes. Yes, you have. I mean, the Luke spread here in the booth, yeah, you've got some, what exactly those are over there, some zesty jalapeno poppers or something. Seeks motions into the backfield, fake it to him. Durnin's going to throw on the run, connects with Borbet, sidesteps a tackler, and he's into the end zone for another Laker touchdown. There's that 50 burger at the 4:18 mark to go in the ball game.
Well, again, now all of a sudden, this game was moving so quickly in the first half, and in the second half here, there's just been several.
Like I said, grinded to a halt for sure.
Several plays that. Okay, they're
picking up the flag. Let's go, fellas.
I think they realize we're creeping up here on 9:30 tonight.
And you gotta make the right calls, right? I mean, we're not saying not to, make calls where you have to make them, but I think in terms of, trying to move it along a little bit in the, the 4 or 5 minute consultations with the coaches and with the staff, I'm not sure if that's necessary now. Let's move it along. Willard DeMott to tack on a PAT here. Durnin to Durnin. DeMott with the kick. It's up. It's good. He's perfect in PATs tonight. Lakers, your Smith & Gustafson Law Firm score. Camdenton 52. Waynesville 21. It's Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts. 93.5 rocks the lake and KRMS TV.
When you're ready for a remodel, DKB Showroom is the place to start. You'll be amazed at the size and quality of selections we have to start your project. And with decades of design and plumbing expertise, no job is too big or too small for DKB. Call and schedule your appointment today. At DKB Showroom, we do kitchens and baths better. See our beautiful showroom in Osage Beach or visit dkbshowroom.com.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
Brennan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn with you inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Jace Nicholas down on the sidelines. His updates brought to you by Lensmart Optical, HMI Fireplace Shop. And Jace, I'm not sure your thoughts on that last drive, but penalties and all, I think the Lakers come out pretty good. Looking up at 52 points, not a bad thing.
No, you never hate hanging 52 points up in a night. Offense has looked really sharp at times and then stalled out a couple times, so I think that's really good to maybe end the night offensively on that note. We'll see. They might try to score one more time.
First back mortgage team Lassen kickoff. And another big pop on special teams. How about these guys?
Wyatt Sylvester, the senior, making a big impact on special teams and letting him know he's not done playing for the night. And
we've got an injured Tiger coming off the field here very gingerly.
You hate to see that, but man, Sylvester fired up after that shot.
I think that was the return man there. Limping his way back to the sideline. That's Anthony James.
Got a new nose guard in the game, number 57, Paul Muff. Sophomore getting some Friday night light action here under the lights at the JOD.
Valladolid still out there on that defensive line.
And Wyatt Sylvester made that special teams plays, checking in, going to play a little corner as well.
We talked about Brady Mills. He's gotten some looks on both special teams and defense tonight. He's out there at linebacker.
Lucas Routh out there, another sophomore, getting some burn on the defensive end for the Lakers.
This is Asi, breaks a tackle in the backfield, breaks another one, but is chased down from behind. An Oak Star bank play to bank on. And let's shout out here for the first time tonight, maybe the first time this season, a guy you just talked about, Luke Paul Muff, chased him down for that tackle.
Yeah, checks in the ball game and immediately makes a tackle. That's got to make you feel good, build the confidence a little bit.
New Spring Wellness Center time check. We're at 3:42 to go in the ball game. Lakers up 52-21. And this is Kelsey Jr. with a head of steam as he crosses the 40-yard line. Another double-digit yard gain. Got 13, maybe 14, and moved the chains for the Tigers. Kelsey Jr. is going to walk away with a huge total of yards tonight, Luke. And
yeah, his stat line's going to be crazy.
Massive.
Hat trick for touchdowns. Accounts for all 3 touchdowns for the Tigers tonight. And those big, long runs add up. And like I said, if I can interpret the stats, I will let you know what those final numbers are.
I'm wondering if he's around 150 yards or so right now.
That'd be pretty accurate, I guess.
You're just kind of spitballing here as we're now under 3 minutes to go. Yeah, next week, first road game of the year, folks. And again, I'm going to ask you, as you listen on 93.5 Rocks the Lake, if you haven't tuned in to our YouTube channel at KRMS TV, give us a like on the video tonight and then subscribe to the channel. I want us to get to 300 subscribers. We're on our way to get there, and we started much lower than that tonight. And I know we've had some folks jump on there and subscribe, but continue to do it if you want to see more Laker content here on the KRMS TV channel. You know, Luke and I have been working on a show for a while. I think it's almost ready here, Luke, to be birthed. Yeah, I'm not going to say next week, but hey, you got to get to 300 subscribers, folks. It's got to unlock a special show that's in the works here. 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
It's a special show, but it's a familiar show.
This is Asi lowering his shoulder as he gets dropped at the 40-yard line. The tackle made at the point of attack. That's Morrell. Ball carrier down at the 40-yard line after the 5-yard gain. We're inside the Serdike Yamaha 2-minute warning. I'm getting close to being able to fire up that bus here. If you're the Tigers, Lakers get a chance to celebrate here on their home field in just a few minutes. Direct snap to Kelsey Jr. again, and he gets to that second level so fast. Morrell is there on the stop, along with Mills. Move the chains, 1st and 10, Tigers, 96 seconds to play. Stay tuned after the ball game as we will bring you our Element Roofing, a division of Kimes Corp post-game show.
Another sophomore, number 76, Logan Spald, checking into the game. 6'1", 350 pounds.
Love seeing Logan come in there, and you can tell he's excited to be out there. He's going to have a chance to get a couple snaps there on defense, but we're in a timeout right now. Let's take one as well. 91 seconds to play in the ball game. Final few seconds when we return. It's Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts. 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
Drift away with the Driftwood Spa and Salon at Margaritaville. Start with some basic facial skin treatments to a variety variety of body massage treatments or choose from 8 different spa packages to discover the perfect combination of services to relax, rejuvenate, and refresh your mind, body, and spirit. Call for an appointment, 573-348-3535.
Hi, this is Shelley from the Driftwood Spa and Salon at Margaritaville. We are located in the Driftwood building next to the indoor pool, and our new salon is directly across the street. Come drift away with us.
Today. You're listening to the Lakers on 93.5 Rocks.
Lucas Routh going on a ride behind Asi as he wrangled him down, but not before he got to the Pacific Pools red zone, and another 1st and 10 for the Tigers in this ground game. Waynesville is fixing to put 4 touchdowns on the board against the Lakers here tonight. This is Asi running right. He wants to get on the board. Ball might have come out there in the end. And our official's going to say he was down by contact first.
But man, credit Waynesville, man. I've seen a lot of Waynesville games over the years. Maybe not all 53 of them that the Lakers have played, but I've seen over 30. And for a team to be getting beat this soundly, to stay in this ball game is encouraging if you're a Tiger fan, and kind of scary if you're a Laker fan, because it could be good things down the road for this program.
LeBron Morrell brings a seed down. He picks up the first down, but kept them shy of the end zone. I'm impressed with Waynesville tonight. Impressed with their heart. They're going to lose this game, but I think they're on the right track here. After Kelsey Jr. scored 3 with 33 seconds left, the Tigers get on the score. There's a flag. Did they call that back? No, they didn't. It didn't show up on the scoreboard right away. Brings in Finn for the point after touchdown. We'll get one more Laker possession here in a moment. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. Your Smith & Gustafson Law Firm score, Camdenton 52, Waynesville 28. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Poly. The boat lifts 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
The law office of Mark A. Webb was founded out of necessity. It was clear when he started that the old ways weren't cutting it, and there was a need for modern solutions to modern problems. Simply put, established methods of law office management were wasting time and money. So he set out to bring his approach to the 21st century. Every effort's been made to incorporate technology into practice, helping make your experience modern and comfortable. That's the office of Mark A. Webb.
Housing lender.
You're listening to the Lakers on 93.5 Rocks.
Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Jace Nicholas on the sideline. Sammy Stava in our BG Tree Service Score Center. Mike Anthony back in Osage Beach. We're on the road next week. Springfield Parkview, our first road game of the year. 6 o'clock pregame.
What? We got to go somewhere other than Bob Shore Stadium for a game?
I know. It seems crazy. How about Eldon? They've got like 5 straight home games on their schedule. But 3 straight to begin the year. We weren't complaining. And the Lakers are going to come out of this opening homestand 2-1. But Waynesville has sent a message here tonight. And the Lakers continue. Against a lot of the second teamers in there right now. But the Lakers have some things to clean up on the defensive side of the football when it comes to the rush. Here is Edson on this kickoff return. He lowers his shoulder down the boundary. Took on one of those Waynesville defenders head to head, but good sportsmanship. A little tap on the shoulder pad for each of them. As the Lakers will have 25 seconds to operate, and probably, I would think, just sit on this football and send everybody home.
This is clearly the second team offense going out here. Second, maybe even a little bit deeper down the depth chart here. Don't think I see a single starter out there in the huddle for the Lakers. So going over a few things. Don't make any mistakes here, boys. But again, this even the waning moments of a football game, to get out there in this situation, especially if you haven't had that chance yet in your career, it just makes it so much better for the next time. Oh, and they're going to do a little pistol look here.
Quentin Nip is getting the snaps here. Hand the ball off on 1st and 10. How about that little side step to pick up a butcher shot? First down. Impressive run by Carter Butts.
5'9", 150-pound sophomore coming up with a big first down. And again, Carter Butts is a sophomore. At some point he's going to be an upperclassman and a contributor on this team. And just that single play right there can make you feel comfortable the first time you're called upon in meaningful minutes.
And I don't know how many, if you keep the stat of tackles shed, he shed a big tackle, the first guy he saw, and ended up picking up the first down. Butts gets it again. This time won't shed a tackler. And that's going to bring us to the 000s. And the Camdenton Lakers in Week 3 take down their rival, the Waynesville Tigers, 52-28 to run their record to 2-1 on the season. The Tigers take the loss. They're now 1-2 on this 2023 season. Keep it to 93.5 Rocks KRMS TV. Your Element Roofing, a division of Kimes Corp. Post-game show is coming up. Lakers winners here tonight, 52-28. Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts. 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.